Hello everyone, welcome to the second to last day of ALR in 2020. Goodness me, we started this journey 22 weeks ago, and now we're in the heart of winter now, aren't we? And it's getting very brisk outside. Goodness me. Anyway, it's not going to be brisk on track tonight. It's going to be action packed. The heat is on there, and there's one more championship to be decided, and it has to be decided tonight. Then there's no more ifs, buts, or maybes after tonight. It is going to be signed, sealed, and delivered as well. Those two drivers is Murphy and Gerb, and then the gap is 14 points at the top. We'll talk more about that in just a few moments in time, but before we do, let's take a look at this track layout, shall we? We're here at Yas Island then. Of course, the Formula 1 actually raced around there yesterday, didn't they? It wasn't the most extraordinary race in the world. I think ALR's race was a lot better as well. I'm expecting more of the same here tonight for silver as well then. Of course, 21 turns around this 3.4 mile circuit. That record is held by Lewis Hamilton, but silver's lap record is actually held by, I think it's V Todd, indeed it is, a 37. Then V Todd is got around here for 37.424. Then Glock has the all-time lap record of a 33.956 then, but I think that's going to be smashed to pieces tonight then, judging from the car performance then over the course of the last couple of races or so then, as the final countdown is on then, as we start to get into the it's kind of sundown, it's a kind of showdown at sundown, isn't it, here tonight? Take a look at the drivers and the constructors, shall we? And oops, I've got my controller still on charge. That ain't good then. In the Drivers' Championship, German leads the title by 14 points from Murphy. I'm going to have to get up my big calculator, I think, for this one. Murphy in second position. Then Nude Potato's not here tonight, so potentially Serious Mushroom could move up into third position, but he has to finish he has to finish second or first to get into third position. Then Wilson, then I think it's kind of a dead rubber for Wilson. Unfortunately, he's fifth, but it just underlines how incredible his season's been. Then Liam, he can't go any higher than sixth position tonight then, but he's had a tremendous season, hasn't he? V Todd is seventh, and can he get back in front of Liam? Yeah, that is one of the things that needs to be sorted out today. Troy in 8th position, Exile in 9th, and Gamer then with that incredible performance last week there. He is 10th then, isn't he? Brilliant stuff indeed there for Gamer now, his first Grand Prix win of ALR, and only 4 points behind his teammate now, Exile. And Exile's no slouch in a Formula 1 car. It just shows how good Gamer's been then, doesn't it? In the relegation zone, it's F1, Frisky, and YBR then, but F1, I think that there is a rule there where you have to complete at least, I think it's about at least like 50% of the season only, so F1 might not go down. It might be the 17th place that goes on, but of course that's all if buts and maybes and all that kind of percentage stuff, which I have no earthly idea about that. In the Constructors Championship, and Haas already the Constructors World Champions, they were crowned back in Mexico. Mercedes are second now, but we've got such a great battle between Mercedes, AlphaTauri, Racing Point, and Ferrari. It's about 12 points separates those three teams, looking very good indeed, isn't it? A big old gap though between Ferrari and Alfa Romeo, 125 points. I think that one might be sorted then. Red Bull Racing are 12 points back from Alfa Romeo. Then there's all to play for still in the Constructors, isn't it? And Renault 22 points further back from Red Bull. Williams, I've got a slight advantage of McLaren, and who is going to get the wooden spoon in the Constructors then is between Williams and McLaren as well then. So Williams are back up into 9th position, and McLaren are currently in 10th then. And no, that's me done. Excellent. Goodbye. Anyway, then let's take a look at the comments, shall we? Goodness me, then there's a lot of chatter going on in the comments. I absolutely love it. Then we got Gordo saying hello. We got Diashi, hello Sean. We got Adrian Godfrey saying and we'll try and give you a good race to commentate, mate. Enjoy yourself and thanks for the work then. No problem at all then. I've got to say it is actually a lot of work. Even though I'm just talking about cars going round and round and round in a circle, I really get myself in such a frenzy that I feel absolutely shattered after all this. We got Senna Martins, who is making his debut tonight in the Ferrari as well. Keep an eye on for Senna Martins as I'm really going to be interested to see what we can do. We've also got a debutant from someone else as well. We'll talk about him in just a jiffy. We've got Nunda saying it's the final countdown. I love that song by Nunda. Serious Mushroom saying hello Sean and gang, yo, good luck and welcome new guys. Dave Cummings, hey mate, hello Dave, hope you're well. Wilson saying evening guys. Nunda saying sure wishes he had those Kiev championship AWS graphics with him. I do love a good I do love a good graphics there, and I've just read that Wilson is saying wet race Abu Dhabi. My goodness me! I can't believe that for 1 second. And I'm not sure if I'm being trolled or not here. And goodness gracious me, then. We did have a. We had a sprinkling of rain in the 2018 or 19 Abu Dhabi, didn't we? But I'll be surprised to see a wet race here in ALR tonight then, as Woods is joined then quite late on in the Renault then. So the second Renault is in here tonight. Good stuff indeed there from Woods there, but he's hopefully be able to take up his car in not too much time at all. Gordo saying rain. Stella Martin is saying the rain the whole race set. Xander, Gamer is also saying wet race. What is going on then? It's going to be dry. It's going to be dry short, not it's going to be dry short, not check though. Laugh out loud there. There's a lot of, that's why there's a lot of comments going on, because there's wet. I think there's rain on the horizon for the race. Goodness me then. And that is going to be absolutely shocking then, as Jake Wilson's asked for a restart. As Nunda saying that they're teasing Ash, they're teasing you Ash, unless it's been rigged by an admin. Only charcoal I don't have a wet setup for. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're I'm not sure if they're taking the mickey or not, but I can't believe it's going to be a wet race in Abu Dhabi. Goodness me, I don't know the actual facts for how long it does rain in Abu Dhabi, but I know Bahrain only rains 12 days a year, which I do love saying, because F1 2019 unfortunately has invalidated his time then, and he is going to have to go around again, unfortunately then, for the Renault car. He ain't going to be too impressed with that, is he? So just take a look there as well. We got Mertens, who's out on circuit now. I hope I'm saying that right. But I'm just saying that how I think the another Belgian football player, of course, is saying as well. Then, of course, I do know a couple of Belgian footballers. I think that they're probably one of the best national teams in the world, in my opinion. Excellent, good stuff indeed. And here is car 42 in the Ferrari. Then see hops, skips, and jumps over the curbs as well. We've got a full grid as well, which is splendid stuff indeed. And of course, it was a bit on the low side for attendance last night, which is a bit of a shame really for of course the gold admin. Well, the gold admin's last race there, Alex Knowles. So that's a bit disappointing. And once again, we're on board then with we're on board with Mertens at the moment, and again he's also got that Star Wars type of helmet. And Wilson's gone fastest on the medium compound tires, and here comes Mertens into the final part of the course as well. Out of turn 21, car 42 making his debut, like going down the dip, and he goes fastest then on a 34 6. Good time indeed there for the debutant. Goodness me, that was a really good time actually, very good stuff indeed then. Remember, coming down the back straight now, we've also got Baz there flying into turn 21, then going down as well, and let's see what Baz could do. Baz is fast then on the soft compound tyres. Lovely jubbly indeed. And what about Vitor then? Vitor on medium tyres, and he's been a great performer this year. Only Vitor, can he keep it up there into the final stage then? Itchy's gone fastest so far as well. And they're going through this they're going through this qualifying quite quickly here tonight at the moment. It's quicker than a hiccup. Kingston out on track then, so is Troy as well. Kingston returns to the car that he originally started off the season with, so good stuff indeed there for Kingston. And we're just watching Rempo then flying through and into the technical part of the course as well then. Lewis Williamson 100% wet race, haha, this is going to be fun then. Nunda is saying oh gosh, that is it really is that. As we're on board now then, and Nunda saying go to the race director screen, and yeah, I was reading that before I actually read it. It's a red button coming down the hill, and she goes at third fast. I say the hill, it's a bit of a drop there, isn't it? And Red Bud goes at third fast at the moment. And the winner last time out is Gamer. He is currently 6th fastest at the moment, and a couple of tenths behind his teammate Mertens at the moment. Interesting stuff then from the Ferrari team. Good stuff indeed. And here comes Gordo. Gordo's had a cracking season, hasn't he? He's really impressed, hasn't he, towards the latter stage of the season. Absolutely splendid stuff then for the Red Bull driver. Just taking a look to see who else on a quick lap. I don't think anyone else in front of Gordo is on a quick lap at the moment. So let's go on board there with the Red Bull driver as well. And Gordo's season as it stands at the moment, and he is currently 13th at the moment, but he is so close to the final top 10 spot. Well, he ain't anymore actually, is he? He's about maybe get me a quick math out. It's about 20 odd points behind then, so he probably needs a win there to break into the top 10. But Gordo in the midfield there, which I think has been, I think it's a superlative effort there from Gordo. He is 10th at the moment, and he is now coming through. Remember, his teammate Murphy is in the championship hunt tonight, isn't he? Gordo coming out of the final turn as well, and let's see what Gordo can do. Gordo goes second faster, underlining that he has got incredible pace this season, hasn't he? Looking forward to seeing what Gordo can do next season as well then. And surely, I think that surely his first aim would probably be and see if we can get his first podium, and then go from there, really, isn't it? We just, who else? I'm sure I've seen someone shoot up there, but I don't think I did then, so I'm just lying there. I've seen someone shoot up. It's Troy, who's up in the 5th position as well. Good love, good stuff indeed. Was that good love? Good stuff indeed there from Troy. He is in 5th fastest in the Mercedes. Good stuff. But Woods has left the session then, so he's come and gone there in the blink of an eye, really, hasn't he? We've just got, I'm sure we said someone else got the grid as well. Yeah, Kingdom, I don't think I'm going to catch him. Nope, Kingdom is currently 8th fast at the moment, so I'm making myself feeling a bit sick there going up and down there. Gosh, yeah, so Kingdom is currently 8th fastest at the moment then in the Mercedes. And of course, Kingdom now started off the season with the Mercedes team, didn't he? Unfortunately, had to bow out halfway through, but it's good to see him back in for the final time of ALR Silver tonight then. Gurman, one of your championship protagonists, coming down the back straight, going Alfa Romeo on track as well. We're on board then with I think it's Dodgy, isn't it? If I'm not very much mistaken then. If that's not the case, I apologise, my good man then, but yeah, we're on board Dodgy, who is also making his debut tonight as well in the Alfa Romeo, and it's good to see him in action as well. Of course, I think he signed up through the website late last night, didn't you? I'm sure that you also put a comment on the old stream as well, because somebody then Dodgy currently is in 12th position at the moment. Lovely orange helmet, and goodness me, a throwback to Lewis Hamilton when he was first started in Formula 1 there. Oh, Gurman, they're taking out the polystyrene brake boards there. Goodness me, Gurman there out of the follow turn, and he's still sporting that maybe Ayrton Senna tribute helmet. He's currently 9th fastest at the moment then. Remember, he was probably one of the most unluckiest drivers, one of the most unluckiest drivers last time out in Brazil. Then Ballet goes into 13th fastest then, the Hungarian driver then in the AlphaTauri, 13th at the moment in time then. Good stuff indeed then. Serge Mushon then is invalidated time. He's got to go around for another bite of the cherry now then. So we're on board now with Serious Mushrooms. I'll quickly catch up on all the comments as well. Nunda Rempo got her first pole last week. Maybe that's going to give her a confident boost, or it might make her spin at laugh out loud then. Of course, Rempo on pole position there for the Brazilian Grand Prix last time out, and really looking forward to seeing what she could do then in next season's championship as well. Remember, this is Rempo's debut season, isn't it? It's very hard to forget, isn't it? Because it's such a long season these days, isn't it? 22 Grand Prix. Goodness me. Even though Bronze only had 21 this season because Farf decided he didn't want to race in Vietnam, did he, earlier on in the season? So that is why we've only got 21 rounds in Bronze then. But still, nonetheless, so still a longer season. And the season after season 6 is going to be even longer. It's apparently going to be 23 Grand Prix, isn't it? Oh gosh, hopefully. And apparently the to be confirmed Grand Prix, which is actually taking over from Vietnam, will be the Portuguese Grand Prix, which I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic, isn't it? As we're on board now with so much. Chaz says, evening fellows, good evening Chaz, hope you're well. Diashi is just acknowledged him as well then. Brilliant stuff indeed then, so just on board then, and so Gordo saying that was a bit meh. Oh my goodness me, I looked up and there's an AlphaTauri pointed in the wrong direction, and oh goodness me then, so just take a look to see who that is, and who is that actually? It's Ballant. Ballant is out of the qualifying session already, and that is not good at all. Then so Ballant is out, and that is oh dear, then that is not good at all. Woods is back in the session now. Then here comes Wilson, and that is a shame. And Murphy has come back into the pits. Then we've got Payne's out on circuit as well. Gunnar is coming down the back straight, and look at those brake discs glowing. Then as the day turns into night here in Abu Dhabi, the first ever day to night race, wasn't it? Back in 2009 now, which is the first time that this circuit was on the F1 calendar, wasn't it, as well? I think it was won by Sebastian Vettel, wasn't it? With it was a good performance there from Vettel there, but I think that Hamilton, if he didn't have a brake failure, possibly could have and it should have won it then as well then. So as much as asking what is going on. Oh yeah, Serious Mushroom. Well, I think we was on board with him. Did he come back in the pits or something? We was on board with him, but I think the billet there really threw my attention, didn't it? When he was facing the wrong way. Paynes is currently in 10th fastest about it. Gunnar is currently out of qualifying, and he needs to find at least a 10th or a second to get himself out of qualifying at this moment in time. And Woods is not is not out on circuit at the moment. No, nor is Diashi, and Serious Mushroom there has also had a couple of gremlins as well. Then as Becca said, qualifying, I think. In answer to Serious Mushroom's question at the moment. So this first qualifying session is about losing the 5 slowest drivers, and in those 5 slowest places at the moment is Gunnar. We've also got Woods as well. Murphy then, won the championship protagonist, has come out of the pits and gone back in then. Problem there for one of the Red Bull drivers, and that's not good, is it? We've also got Diashi also out on circuit as well. He's down in 19th, and Serious Mushroom having some issues as well. He is down in 20th position at the moment then, as we're watching Gunnar then, who's taking a leisurely drive down the back straight as well. Of course, and this is probably not the most exciting track in the world. I quite like this circuit. I don't really like watching it though, I got to say, on TV. It's not the most exciting Grand Prix in the world. I think the best Grand Prix I remember in Abu Dhabi was probably the 2010 one, where Alonso couldn't get past Petrov, could he? And that was before the DRS days, wasn't it? I think the other one I quite liked was when when Hamilton won it, but he was trying to slow Rosberg down, wasn't it, in 2016, which was quite entertaining as well, for maybe the wrong reasons, really, but I quite enjoyed it personally. And as I'm just watching, Kings was going for another bite of the chair as well. You're on board with him there as he is coming down the back straight there. Remember, everything else is almost certainly been settled in ALR. The only thing that hasn't been settled in is the Drivers' Championship for silver, which is between Gurman and Murphy. Murphy at the moment there is down in the bottom 5. We got Gurman only 12th fast at the moment, and Gurman is 14 points in front of Murphy then. So both drivers at no score. Gurman is the world champion of ALR silver and the second world champion in ALR silver history. Of course, Glock won it last season. It was a bit of a cakewalk for Glock, wasn't it? And one of my biggest regrets really is of Glock is perhaps, and we would love to have seen him in a full season of gold then. Perhaps he might give Emerson a run for his money, perhaps. But having said that, Emerson really, since he got his act together and really got rid of the gremlins and the technical gremlins, Emerson was absolutely superb, wasn't he? I feel that Emerson and Glock would have been a great rivalry. But unfortunately, if buts and maybes, that is not a shame either then. So Ballot saying I can't believe it. And so unfortunately, and a good time there. But unfortunately, the AlphaTauri driver is out of qualifying. Even if he stays 15th, that doesn't matter because he hasn't got no T cards. None of these drivers got T cards anymore. Of course, it's a part of cost savings, which is a bit of a shame, then, isn't it? And of course, Nuno's saying yes. Serious Mushroom there looks like he says he wants to be last anyway, but he's coming back out on circuit as well. We're on board Diashi there with my favourite helmet design of the season, and brilliant stuff indeed there for Diashi as we're on board the side of him. Nuno saying also when there were 10 laps to go and Hamilton backed up the field. 2016 that was called. Rosberg needed to finish 4th or lower, I think, that day for Hamilton to be crowned world champion. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Then Diashi has come out for a shakedown lap and gone back in, but he is really cutting it very tight at the moment now. Woods and Gunnar are sitting in the pits at the moment, and they are not going to make it through with 3 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Then Diashi coming in the pits, then Martins has joined back in then. I didn't even see him leave, but Martins is currently 7th fast at the moment. Now I don't think he'd be too concerned about that, but we've got to talk about the track evolution now. Unfortunately, Martins is come back out there good speed as he's not sure where he's coming or going, and hopefully he can get it sorted and get himself back in there. So we're on board now then with Serious Mushroom. I think Serious Mushroom's had a fantastic season, hasn't it, really? This is a really good part of the season where you kind of like just go through how everyone's done this season, don't you, really? And since Serious Mushroom's on the screen, let's talk about his season, shall we? Of course, he got his debut win, didn't he, in that incredible Japanese Grand Prix. He's had 3 podiums this season. He's had 3 fastest out, and he's had Driver of the Day award as well. I'm surprised he only had one. I was reading that earlier. I couldn't believe that, actually. But yeah, he's only had 1 Driver of the Day award, Serious Mushroom has. This is one of the most critical of stats, similar to Exile. Sorry, not Exile. Similar to Mr. Elite last night when we was talking to him. 22 races, no DNFs there for Mr. Elite. Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? And of course, he got 3rd position as well. When Mr. Elite has been incredible this season. He's a completely different driver, isn't it? This season, Mr. Elite is fantastic stuff indeed. There, Serious Mushroom now coming down the back straight. I would say the same for Serious Mushroom. Actually, he's been brilliant as well. Serious Mushroom now has no DNFs either. And he's only on 3 occasions this season. This man has only failed to register points on 3 separate occasions, and so that is incredible. It's been about consistency this season for for Serious Mushroom, and that is amazing stuff indeed, isn't it? So I've just smashed my phone completely off the oh dear, oh gosh, I've completely walloped it. The thing is, I can't sit still when I'm commentating, because I just feel, as Gurman's gone faster, so there's me waffling away, and I completely forgot to have a look at the championship leader. Then that's appalling standards by me, isn't it? But Gurman is fast, and he was might have been safe in qualified 2, perhaps, then, as he was in 12th position at the moment. Then into the final part of course, and Troy's retired from the session. Well, what about Serious Mushroom? He's only 13th on that lap. Then Serious Mushroom is said. So Serious might be in a bit of bother there in the racing point as well, as he has done a good old lovely spin as well then, and perhaps he's doing a donut. Indeed, he is doing a donut, or half a donut. Here comes Dodger. Here comes Dodgy. Then he's he's going across the course. Then Vital locking up the inside there. As I think the team, I'm not sure if the Alfa Romeo kind of distracted him slightly, but both racing points as Serious Mushroom is out of qualifying. That he's on, I think he's in the wall. He's gone proper into the wall. Husty Diashi is about to start up as well. Half minutes go in this qualifying session then, as we're on board then with Diash, and he hasn't set a time either at this moment. Goodness gracious me then, as he flies past it, and yeah, there is Serious Mushroom. He's out of qualifying now, so that's 2 retirements already in this qualifying session, which is disappointing to say the least, isn't it, for those 2 drivers. Then Vital has improved, and Vital is going only 13th, and the Racing Point team, who've had a great season overall then, are struggling this stage for teams, and Gurman's retired from the session then. We've got Payne just starting to stop as well. Gurner is also out on track then, as we have got excuse me a minute, there we go, it was just my headset then. So Diash there coming down the back straight as well then, and we've also got Gordon saying Fortai could maybe improve the last set there, but no, couldn't quite do it. And Nuna saying by the time you reach sector 3, the tires are 106 degrees on the surface. Yeah, I think we heard that over the course of the weekend there in the actual Formula 1, didn't we, where there's a lot of thermal degradation. No, I don't know how to say it. There's a lot of thermal wear, isn't there, on the tyres for these guys, and so they've really got to manage it right from the first sector to this final sector as well. This final sector is very technical, isn't it? They probably rather have this final sector at the beginning of that, perhaps then. But yeah, the tyres there are really screaming now, and they're being punished, aren't they? On this technical part of this point and squirt. Oh, I thought yesterday there was out of bounds, and not by any stretch of imagination. As it's perfect there for the McLaren driver. He is only 18th on the grid here tonight. Goodness me, I know that is a big blow indeed then. Gunnar coming out of the final turn as well. Gunnar's improving. Gunnar's in 16th, but it's not enough, and Gunnar is out of qualifying as well then, so that's a shame then. We have lost both Alpha Tauris, we have lost the McLaren, we have lost Woodson, who unfortunately didn't get out instead of time, and Murphy is out of qualifying as well then. We've also lost Serious Mushroom as well, as Serious Mushroom there crashing into the Armco barrier at turn 3 then, so that's going to be a shame, isn't it? Equals saying good luck Itchy and Payne said. So Equals is very much a Williams fan here tonight, isn't he? With Itchy currently in 2nd position now. Payne is in 11th position. Well, let's see. Oh, he's here. Abandons this lap and comes into the pits then. And Williams can the Williams duo then keep Williams there from finishing at bottom of the constructors time, and 2 points in front of the McLaren team. McLaren team have Baz and Diashi. Diashi is down in 8th position. Well, both Williamses are in qualifying too, which is coming up in just a minute then. So good stuff indeed there. Diaz saying lost my car on the hairpin as well. My fake wet up setup is rubbish then, and Diaz saying he lost like 3 seconds then, so that's a big blow, isn't it, for Diashi, and he is out of qualifying. So good stuff by the new debutants. They're fantastic to see them both through. Out of qualifying, it's 6 drivers, not 5, thank goodness me. It feels like we've got 22 on the grid then. Murphy in 20th position then, so he's got a lot to do from 20th on the grid then. Woods in 19th, Diashi 18th, Billa in 17th position there, and Gunnar in 16th position then. And our qualifying is Serious Mushroom as well, unfortunately having a major incident then. Dodgy is through into qualifying 2 on this debut. Good stuff indeed there. And also a shout out to Mertens as well, that he is also through in the Ferrari as well. Looking strong on his debut, Mertens is. Hats off then to both Ferrari drivers. Impressive stuff, fans. We get into qualifying 2 in just a minute as well then. We have got we've got Equal saying good luck Mushroom as well. Cheers Equals, going and eat it there from Serious Mushroom. Gordo saying I've used the setup of sim racing setups, never used it before, so it better be good then. And Payne's also saying cheers Broski as well. Yeah, I don't think anyone is ever going to even think about practicing, are they, going into this race? Remember, a lot of these drivers there, we only broadcast qualifying on the race, don't we? We don't even worry about practice because the drivers probably practice on their own, don't they? They practice on time trial, and maybe even set up a lobby and just go around the circuit and seeing what they can do then. But I doubt any of them would have even thought about the weather. Why should they? They would never think about the weather. This is one track which you never even expect to drive on in the wet in a league race environment. Goodness me. Same with races like Bahrain as well, isn't it? You just don't expect it. As look at these cars and coming out onto the course as well. And yes, just to keep anyone up to date who has just joined the qualifying session, you can see that going under the tunnel there as well before rising up onto the course. Is the weather is suggesting that we've got a bit of perspiration in the air, haven't we there? So I gotta say, if I was going to Abu Dhabi, the last thing I'll be packing is an umbrella. I would probably be actually I probably would pack an umbrella there to shield me from the sun then. As Dodgy is leading them out on circuit there with his teammate Wilson behind as well then. As there is two DRSs around here at the moment, and they're all on outlaps at the moment, and they're just prepping up the tyres. We still got some drivers going on the medium tyres then. So it's so to me then, does that mean that it's still going to be a dry race then? Of course, if you get into qualifying, you start on whatever tyres you want then. No, sorry, if you get into qualifying free, you must start on a tyre which you set your fastest time on, don't you? If it's wet, there's changing conditions, and you do not have to start on you can start on whatever tyre you fancy, whereas wet dries or but if you if it's wet or intermediates. If it's dry, so of course you still have to start on the tyre that you qualified on, of course. Dodgy there just going across the blue painted tarmac off runoff area there. So Mushroom is hoping that Rempo gets pole. That'll be her first pole position in silver if she does that. Talking about pole positions, what's the form book I hear you ask that? Well, Gurman has got 6 pole positions this season. No one is going to match him because New Potato is not in here tonight. New Potato would have been able to equal it as he is on 5. We have got 2 pole positions there for Murphy right at the beginning of the season, and of course Liam Yett has also had a pole position as well, but he's not in here tonight, is he? So yeah, pole position might be up in the air a bit tonight. I think good stuff indeed then. Just watching Dodgy then. He is going. We're on board then with the medium shot Alfa Romeo as he is flying through the first 3 turns, I should say then. Do not run too wide there. Alonso really hurt his back there, didn't he, in 2013 as he went a bit wide there, didn't he, and twitched his back slightly then. It looked like quite an innocuous kind of jump really, but it probably is not very. When these drivers are sitting on the floor, it probably does hurt, doesn't it? DRS then, of course, there it is, and about a quarter of the way down the straight end. This straight end is very innocuous, isn't it? Because it loses a lane there halfway down, doesn't it? Which is pretty weird, isn't it? Just say Lisa Dodgy there is coming into the second part of into the chicane as well, which breaks up this long straight end. Dodgy making his debut tonight. And him and Mertens have both got through in the qualifying too on their first attempt then in ALR silver. Fantastic stuff indeed from both those drivers. That really tipped my cap off to you two, sir. Brilliant stuff indeed. That Diashi is asking if Mushroom wants to switch positions at the start. Then I don't think Search Mushroom has got no plan, so that is well, there you go. No better there. So. There you go then. Serious Mushroom wants to watch the carnage go on then. Turn 1 there is quite a short, sharp run down to turn 1, is it? I don't say it's not a long run, is it? So pole position is definitely an advantage, isn't it? But then you're going to have your slipstreaming rivals in the back of you, and you down the 2 long straights there. So we're now coming into the final turn as well then. Let's see what we can do then. Dodgy goes fast, as I said, 2 starters off as well. Rembo is coming across the line, and Rembo goes fast on the soft tyres. Then we've got a Williams in the background now. I think that is when the Williams is just starting as well. Rembo's gone off and just getting out of the way then. Very courteous there. Troy in a second position on the soft tyres as well. I've got an itch. We've got Kingdom who's in 5th position then. We've got Gora moving up in his second at the moment. then, but then that's quickly eclipsed by Mertens, who is in second position then in the Ferrari. Great stuff indeed then. We got Vitol, then it's still remaining racing point then out of turn 21 then. He goes full fast mode, and Vitol is usually a fantastic qualifier. He looks a bit off the pace here tonight though, Vitol does. I wonder if he's going to spring a surprise on me in the next 15 minutes or so. Itchy coming out of the final turn then, and Itchy goes 6 faster than the Williams. Williams do not want to be the last team. Oh, his Gamer has had a problem there. His wings have been clipped, haven't they, in the Ferrari, and he's having to come back in. He has lost the whole wing section there, and that is going to be appalling understeer there. If any driver does complain about understeer, then they just need to focus on Gamer's setup there. On board Baz, and he is coming down the back straight. We've also got Paynes out there as well in the second, and Williams, and where is he? There he is as well. We're on board then with Paynes, and he's now cut up into the technical part of the course as well. Just on board then is that Wilson then. I had a big spin, set to 1 but saved it then. Good stuff indeed there. Serious Russian go on Rentbo as well, as just watching in the Williams of Paint as he's adjusting the setup as well then, and as now he's into turn 21 as well. Let's see what Paynes can do as he comes across the line. That's a good time for Paynes. That's his second bite of the cherry, and goodness me, that's a great time. Gurman is about to start his lap as well. I'll keep an eye on Gurman there because he might spring a surprise on me. He has sprung a surprise on me, as that's the wrong heart said. It's Red Bull coming into the pits, and she is still at the moment now leading the charge in this field at the moment. They were just watching everyone come down the back straight. Gurman is out on circuit as well. Wilson, of course, had to save it there, and that is why he's going to have to take another bite of cherry as well then, as we're just on board now with, well, we're on board with Wilson. By the way, I might be a bit distracted tonight because I am in a raffle to see if I can win a PlayStation 5. I don't think I will then, because there's 50 other people involved, so I've probably got 1 in 50 chance of winning then. But there you go then. I've given up with trying to buy it, which is such a shame really, isn't it? Because there you go. The only reason why I want to buy it is because I want to stream in probably better quality, because the quality of the streams have not been the best in the last couple of races or so, have they? So, and I blame, if anything, I'm not going to blame the interweb, because that is rude. I am going to blame the PlayStation itself and upgrade them perhaps. So yeah, I might be a bit distracted tonight then, but there you go. I'm always distracted really, and because I kind of seem to miss a lot of action. I've already missed this man Gurman going fastest in the first part of qualifying, which is as I've already said at the time, and that is definitely a shame on me, isn't it? We're on board with Gurman now as well. We've mentioned this time and time again, haven't we? As Gordo said, not a bad lap there. Gurman, since the French Grand Prix onwards, has been absolutely formidable. Look at that, look at that. I love watching Gurman race. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's action every time he gets behind the wheel, isn't it? He is very an adventurous driver. We love it, don't we? It is a brilliant stuff from as he's coming down the back straight. I love seeing it, love really putting his toe down to the floor and locking up the inside front as well there, as he drifts to the inside there. So Gurman there, 14 points out in front of Murphy in the World Championship. Who's going to be the second silver world champion? And I'm really looking forward to see what Gurman could do against the gold class next season as well, with likes of Emerson he'll be facing. Of course with Mr. Elite, I'm expecting him to get better. I'm expecting Alhan to get better as well. Alhan is almost nearly peerless in terms of the lack of penalties he's got on his car. The lack of penalties he gets there is absolutely incredible, isn't it? Really good stuff indeed there from Alhan. I'm also expecting better results, or better years, excuse me. I'm also expecting better years for Jonathan Cox and also Fireshot as well. I've probably missed out a couple of others, I haven't got me listed in front of me, but yeah, those are the drivers that have just come to mind. And also Cartboy as well, a debutant in the last couple of races, isn't it, for Cartboy? But he's really impressed so far. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do in the whole season as well. So we've got Gurman coming across the line. He is full fastest on those soft tires in the Haas, and if he finishes fourth, then that is enough then, isn't it, for him to be crowned world champion. Gamer coming down the back straight. We've also got Wilson out there as well. We've got a fuel problem there from Page by looks at F1 2019 has gone 6 fast at the moment. Then what about Wilson? Wilson is also flying into the technical part of the course as well. Payne saying I ran out of fuel over the line at laugh out loud. I had to do sector 3 and lean there from Paynes. So Paynes is on, so if you have to do sector 3 and lean, then Paynes is there's a lot more pace in that Williams, and I'm expecting him to be at least in the third freeze, and next time he has another bite of cherry, if he needs another bite of cherry, then good stuff indeed there. And now then, if we got Wilson going in 5th fast at the moment, and Rembo is saying she hasn't got a Scooby-Doo. Oh goodness me, I don't, well, she might have a dog then, but I don't think it's called Scooby-Doo. No, Rembo is saying then, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo, how I'm still top there at the moment. Yes, Rempo at the moment there is top of the timesheet at the moment, isn't she? Of course, this is only to get through in the qualifying two at the moment, and Gamer comes across the line. Second fastest at the moment, Gamer is. As Mertens, his teammate, is at second fastest. And I got to say, Gamer was absolutely is incredible in Brazil, wasn't he? And we cannot understate of how great he was. He did a two-stopper as well. Two-stopper in Brazil, where everyone else that was against the grain, wasn't it? And yet he pulled off so impressive, didn't he? Gamer did, and one of the drives of the season for me. Absolutely fantastic how he pulled that off. Really impressive stuff indeed. Then back on board Gordo then with 5 minutes to go in this qualifying session then, as he is flying past me now, coming down the hill then as well. Even though it's a man-made island, and there are some undulations on this track, isn't there? Not much to really get the juices flowing, but it's still enough, I suppose, isn't it? We're just watching Gordo then. He is in qualifying for it at the moment then, but he wants to increase his safety nets. He wants to increase his safety net, doesn't he? He wants to just feel a bit more secure in that Red Bull, and just probably put his feet up and get the newspaper out, doesn't he? And just enjoy the rest of this qualifying session as well. He's gone a bit deep though, hasn't he? In turn 8 and 9, then, as you can see that the floodlights are now starting to take over the course, aren't they? And it's as much as not the best racetrack in the world to end the season on, it is. I've got to say the backdrop here is absolutely stunning, isn't it? The day to night race. It does feel like a proper showdown, doesn't it, under the lights. And of course we do have a proper showdown as well. Gurman and Murphy, then there's the battle for the driver's standings, and of course battle for the drivers championship, I should say, and it is those two drivers going head to head, nose to nose, and they're here tonight. Then Murphy is down in 20th position, then Gurman is full fast as that. He just got to make sure he doesn't get involved in any untoward then. Now it's Gordon then coming through the final part, of course, while Troy has just moved up into second position now in the Mercedes. Good time indeed there for Troy. And I also think we've got Kington moving up into 9th position as well. Gordo comes across the line now, it's 5th fastest. 4 minutes to go then. Is that feeling a bit more confident for Gordo? Well, he's moved up slightly then, but the track evolution then starting to move forward a bit, isn't it? Interesting stuff indeed then. I've just had a really bad feeling that I haven't charged my phone, and oh goodness me, I've got 50% left then, which sounds like a lot. Vital comes over the line then, and he stays at 12th at the moment then. That is not good at all for Vital. He's very much off the pace at the moment then. Dodge is just about to start his lap as well. He's also had a couple of issues. Had to take a bit of a bypass there. So it's we're going to have a bit of a lot of one. Yeah, as shockingly enough, I haven't charged my phone tonight then. So yeah, 50% sounds like a lot then, but this phone is on its last legs. And Equals saying a nice lap there from Rembo. Well, Rembo, I don't think she would need to come out really, would she? But of course, do not follow my advice. Goodness me, lad. I got to say, definitely don't follow my advice. I don't know anything about strategy or about game planning or anything like that. As we're just watching Gordo taking a shortcut then. Of course, that's the Fernando Alonso shortcut back in 2018. Wasn't it, when he retired? But the more things change, the more they stay the same. And Rempo has retired from the session then. I hope Alan, because she's listened to me then, which I highly doubt it is. I think Rempo's got everything well under control, hasn't she? Gordon there just coming back into the pits now as well. As I was saying, the more they change, the more they stay the same. With Fernando Alonso now going to be part of the Alpine, the Alpine team for next season then. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. It's a very competitive midfield for next season in F1. I'm really enjoying that. Dodgy has invalidated his time, unfortunately. V Todd is coming back into the pits there with 2 minutes to go in this session, and he is not in at the moment. And F1 2019 is back out on the course as well. He's just on an outlap at the moment then. Now then, we've also got Serious Merchant saying that Dan has taught you well, Becca. Well, currently Rembo doing a very good job there in pole position. Of course, Dan has had 4 pole positions in his gold career, hasn't he? He had a couple in his silver career as well, Dan has. But of course, I think since losing his full-time seat, Dan has been he's been very good, hasn't he? But I think the Gurman has really been impressive, hasn't he? In the second half of the season, been absolutely fantastic. He really has. Troy's also retired from the session as well. Then, but I feel that Gurman probably could have and should have wrapped this championship up if it wasn't for those races where he had a couple of issues. Well, I remember Brazil, it was a nailed on victory as well. He had a puncture, and it's really elongated this championship, hasn't it, for Gurman, locking up the inside front then. As Kington's retired from the session, and he's 10th at the moment. Then I wouldn't say that is very much safe and sound by any stretch of imagination. With F1 2019, it's only 0.3 of a second back at the moment. No, he's 300 of a second back. I got my maths teacher is going to be absolutely appalled with me. I think my maths teacher is Miss Roach. I think, and yeah, good stuff indeed. Then I think it was. Also, I also had someone else as well, and I can't remember who he was. But there you go. Gurman there is now. I was also in the lowest set of maths as well, so that is why my maths skills are so appalling. But they also said then you never have a calculator on you at all times. Well, how wrong are they? Of course, everyone's got a mobile phone these days, haven't they? Gurman there flashing past me as well, and he is 6 at the moment. Gurman doesn't have to complete this lap as such because he is technically safe, but I think this will make him more safer, won't he? As Gurman has gone out fast as now, then Payne's there. I think it's just getting out of his way of his teammate then Itchy, who is also on a quick lap as well, and this is going to get very interesting. F1 2019 is out on circuit there, so is Gamer as well. Mertens is also out on the course here. He's coming down the back straight. We've got to keep an eye on what F1 2019 could do then. He's been on the podium multiple times, F1 2019. Remember, he was a part of the original class that started silver, wasn't it? And he was part of the top 3, wasn't he? That triple threat, really. Oh, F1 2019's invalidated this time with just 2 turns to go. Then is that going to be a problem? Then I think it is. F1 2019 is out of qualifying, and that's a surprise in of its own right. Oh goodness gracious me, F1 2019 out of qualifying. That is a very disappointing, isn't it? So F1 2019 then is out. I think that one person's going to be very up for that is a Gamer, isn't it? On board then with sorry, not Gamer, Kingzone. Just watching what the Ferraris. Now we're watching Mertens as well. He's licensed to throw in the second sector. 007 he is down then. Oh, he's invalidated this time then. Exactly the same as F1 2019 then. So getting a bit greedy at turn 19 by the looks then for both F1 2019 and Mertens as well. But Mertens has come back into the pits. And what about Gamer? Gamer is not as secure as his teammate. Now he's secure. Goodness me, that's secure with a bow tie on top, isn't it? Brilliant stuff indeed then. Wilson there coming across the line. Wilson goes third fast. A lot of track evolution, or is it driver evolution as well? Dodger goes 13 fast instead. What about the second half of Gurman? He's coming back in the pits now. We've got the 2 Williams instead. Itchy is currently out. Look at that Williams in the background. Paynes was giving it all kinds of welly, and now then into the final turn as well. Then what can Itchy do then? Out of the final course, and he goes 10 fast. And Kings was out qualifying. That's a shame then. And Paynes has just gone up into second fast, and the Williams team are looking strong. They need to look strong, don't they, if they want to not finish bottom of the constructors? It's looking very good at the moment, isn't it? As Gordo said, sugar, and I don't think I'll be making it. And as Gordo will be making it because he is through into qualifying 3. Everyone on the soft compound tyres. It depends how relevant that will be, as we'll find out in the next 10 minutes or so, won't we? Right then, as the countdown's on, then to start qualifying 3. Out of qualifying is Dodge, but that's a great debut performance there from Dodge in 14th. Vtard in 13th. He'd be a bit disappointed at that. Then F1 2019 12th, and he made a mistake at turn 19. Is out of qualifying. Kingzone there is also out of qualifying as well then. So in qualifying 3 we've got both Williams. Good stuff indeed there, and of course they are battling with McLaren. There's also a McLaren through as well. The other McLaren down at 18th position as well, as we are getting ready for qualifying 3 in just a jiffy as well. Let's just take a look then. Becca saying, thank you, and I agree. I'm just hoping it's wet enough to start on wets because I've qualified on old softs, and oh goodness me then. And I think that just that's going to show that there is going to be some water on the floor. It does depend on how much there is going to be then. It's going to get very interesting indeed then as well. Goodness me, there's a lot of I got a lot of notifications all of a sudden come up. Then let me get rid of all that. And also it is apparently 10 degrees in Gloucester here tonight. Lovely stuff. Equals is saying, come on Itchy, you can make it. Sarah's saying the whole race is wet as well. As a Ballot is left for session now, so that's not good, is it, for Ballot then? As he was a bit disappointed when he was out of qualifying. Hopefully he can make it back in time for the race. He's got about 10 minutes to go there. I'm wondering if he's going to see if we can change setup or something like that. But I have heard a whisper there. Maybe it's an old wives' tale perhaps, but I have heard a whisper that you can't change a setup when you leave and come back into the session then. I must admit, I've never tried that really, mainly because I'm too late. Oh goodness me, Gordo and Wilson getting a bit too friendly out there. Massa and Hamilton got a bit too friendly there as well. I think in 2010, didn't they? When Massa was in the Ferrari and Hamilton was in the McLaren then. Yeah. So I'm not sure how true or not that is. If you can if you can go out, change your setup and come back in. I have no earthly idea, but of course that's probably why I'm not a very good driver then, because I don't know all the tricks of the trade there. We'll see in the background now. Look at that elongated shot there. That was the two Haas's there in the background. So two Haas also made it through as well. Rempo and German there. The Haas team this season has still been absolutely incredible, haven't they? Been one of the best team performances of the season thus far. They are currently on 445 points as well. Williams in the bronze team, or in the bronze division I should say, they're on 115 points or so. So if that Williams team is on course to be the highest ever constructors in ALR history in all three divisions. Absolutely amazing stuff indeed then. As Soap Motorsport there has just said, let's go German then. Currently German there is on an outlap at the moment. Now German of course is at 14 points in front of Murphy in the battle for the championship as well. Murphy's already out qualifying. German has made it through in the qualifying free there, and German is currently has the most pole positions in this season as well with 6. That is not going to be eclipsed here tonight, is it? As both Haas cars are slowing down very much as well. I wonder if German now might see if Rempo can help him get a slipstream down the back straight then perhaps. But we'll find out, won't we? Of course, because every position is going to be vital, I think, in this championship battle as well. Of course, there's the only prize on the line now in ALR is the drivers. It's the Drivers' Championship, isn't it? So on board as well then. It's basically saying wrong account. Let's go German there. It's also with laughing emojis as well. Don't worry about that, Bailey. I get all kinds of wrong. I gotta say, I've been tweeting on my personal Twitter account there, or tweeted account, Twitter. I don't know. All I know is that I've been tweeting on the wrong account every now and again. I've also done the same on the Instagram account as well. So yep, there you go. Unfortunately, I try not to own up to that, but I have now in front of 24 of you. So that's good stuff indeed, isn't it? So there we go. I can't even blame Dan far for nosy anymore, can I really? As Wilson there is down the back straight at the moment then, and of course and whilst I would like to try and remember at the end of the tomorrow night's race in bronze then, but of course I think the admin's done a superb job, and Nosy has done a cracking job for the 2.5 years or so, 2.5 seasons or so in gold then. Of course Murphy's done a really good job of taking over silver, and of course Farfaro coming quite late on in bronze, hasn't he? Last season, this season he's done a really good job as well. So all the admins have been really good this season as well, and they've also been feeding me with Freddos as well, so that's why I'm also complimenting them. So I'm hoping I'm getting a 20p Freddo if they exist. Wilson has gone fastest at the moment. Good stuff indeed then. Gordo's invalidated. This time he's going to have another bite of cherry, isn't he? German there is also invalidated as well, and German normally invalidates his first time, then has a bear second time. Rempo is currently a class of the field at the moment. She is on pole position there. Oh, but Paints there is just on pole position there, and that will be Painter's first pole position of the season, if I'm not very much mistaken. Remember when he first started in silver, he was very much in contention, wasn't he, for podiums. Itchy has gone faster still. There's a Williams one too, and this is not good for the McLaren team. This is fantastic for the Williams team, and it really is, isn't it? It's good to see Williams up there. I'm loving it. Here comes Mertens as we're on board with as Jinx Games there has said, yo, hello Jinx, hope you're well. And we got Mertens there coming out of turn 21 as well in car 42. He's making his debut tonight. Mertens says he is full fast at the moment in the Ferrari. What about his teammate Gamer on pole position last time out, and he's on pole again. Gamer's been sandbagging perhaps. No, Troy's on pole position. Maybe he's got the bag of sand. Oh my goodness me, and Troy is pole position at the moment, but a minutest of margins there as well, and I think I've made up that word as well. I can't say long words, can I? Why am I doing this to myself? Troy is 300 a second in front of Gamer in second at the moment. Troy has never been on pole position in silver before. He has been on pole position in bronze. I think it's at the Dutch Grand Prix, wasn't it, if I'm not very much mistaken there. Baz is taking another bite of cherry there. German is invalidated time, and so is Gordo as well. 3 cars haven't set a time yet. One of them is a championship protagonist, the other is a McLaren who doesn't want to finish last in the constructors, and Gordo as well then as he comes back into the pits then. So we got a hashtag Serious Mushroom. Only Gunnar is esports here. Yeah, I cannot agree with that then. I think Gunnar is one of the best Irish drivers in the world, and that includes Eddie Irvine and Ralph Furman. On board then with Mertens as he comes down the back straight as well then. So we're going to have a bit of a low at this stage. I wonder if Baz there is going for another bite of cherry. It looks like he is, and he's losing deployment there in the earth, and also DRS as well as he is coming down the back straight as well then. As I was mentioning, whilst Baz on a quick lap then, yeah, next season in F1 Formula 1, the real Formula 1 then, we got Ricardo in the McLaren, we got Alonso in the Alpine, or Alpine, I'll get there eventually, I'll think about the Alpine now, and we've also got Vettel in the Aston Martin. Those midfield teams are absolutely fantastic, aren't they? I'm looking forward to that. Really good stuff indeed. And there's also rumours, isn't there, about Perez maybe signing with the Red Bull team as well. I've got to say, I'm a bit... I think Albon really has not really delivered, has he? But nor is Gasly in that Red Bull. I do feel that I'm not sure really. It's a very difficult one in the Red Bull situation, isn't it? And it is a travesty that Perez hasn't sealed a seat, even though he's a Grand Prix winner. He's fourth in the championship this year. It's a travesty about Hulkenberg as well last year, but it's a bigger travesty if Perez doesn't get a seat this year. But I am kind of to and fro now. Baz is going 7 fastest then in the McLaren. He's less than half a tenth between himself and Mertens in 6th and 7th position. Well, now good stuff indeed then. Very good laps indeed. Wilson saying what a pole up though, as Equal saying nice pole ups from both Williamses, from Rempo, both Williamses, Gamer and Troy, and really just pinching each other's pole positions off them at the moment. And you can see that as now we are getting proper into the night time, and we're here in Abu Dhabi, and of course this is the second to last race of ALR 2020, isn't it? I can't believe I'm saying that, goodness me. Of course ALR season 5 will return on January the 10th as well, and of course so that is going to be Sunday 7:30 UK time now, isn't it, for the gold division, and rather than 6:30 UK time, because I need an extra hour to digest my Sunday lunch. So it's just watching Barca coming down the back straight, and of course I haven't said that then. I don't even know if I might get my P45 over Christmas then, who knows. So just watching Rempo then, she is on an hour at the moment then, and she has gone quite early at this in this second run then. She has got 4 minutes in this session then. I wonder if she's filled the carb a bit more fuel then. Gora saying don't search that, I made it up. As we're just on board then with Rempo, she is now coming into the final part of the track now, isn't she? So she is just getting herself wound up and ready to go then. She's got the whole track to herself at the moment, apart from the McLaren just in front of her. We're on board with Red Bull, and she was on pole position last time in the Interlagos Brazil race. Brilliant pole position as well then. Is she going to do the double then? But of course, unfortunately this ain't going to count as a double there, because of course bronze and silver, two completely different divisions, and they Red Bull coming out, and Billet is back in the session there with 3 minutes to go in the session. We're on board Red Bull now. Pole sitter in bronze, and one time she's got pole position in the bronze World Championship. Can she get a pole position in silver as well? She is in familiar territory, and she usually drives this car on the bronze division there, but tonight she is in silver, isn't she? She's done a 16 in the first sector, and just over half a tenth up then. Good stuff indeed then, as we're going down then into turn 7 as well. Then you can see there's a mini stadium down there, on the back straight as well. DRS, you didn't even hear the beep, did you? Rempo knows exactly where that line is. Fantastic stuff. She is now wandering to the middle part of the circuit now, because the lane, look, there it is, and there's our extra lane, and it's completely disappeared there. And now into 8 and 9, then this Mickey Mouse horrible off-camber chicane. And look at that spat Rempo right on the outside of the course there. She is still on it though, isn't she? Because there might have been a track extension there, but no problem whatsoever there. Second intermediate split time, she has lost a bit of time then from that Mickey Mouse chicane. I'm wondering now. Oh, look at that though. She is. I think she might have backed out of this. And they're just going for another time run in just a minute then. Now the race is going to be long with the wet or very short then, as Red Bull then is currently, and I'm wondering then if she's now just trying to compose herself and go for another time run then. I think that was the advantage there from Red Bull from going out earlier on, is because he now has an extra bit of time then if she did make a mistake then. And look at this then, you can see then she is now going in wide, and now she's going to start a lap again then. So back on board then, Red Bull, let's take 2. As she comes across the line, she's 5th fast at the moment then. There's a lovely shot here as well. Look at her, she flies past me, trimming my beard as well. And now then she flies into turn 2 and 3 as well. And look at this, there she is, and just appearing over the crest of the hill as well. Look at the commitment there, fantastic. And this time that's a better first. Oh, she's invalidated, oh goodness me. And she gone purple in the first sector as well. That is a big blow for Rempo. Has she got enough time then to get around and set another time? time perhaps, and she's also run out of fuel according to the graphic. Oh dear, Rembo then, that was looking very impressive indeed then. We have got one of the Williamses of Payne starting this up as well, and now Payne's then, who's currently full fast among them both Williamses. We haven't seen the performance from the Williams team like this then since Australia, I would say. Then remember, Williams started off so well, didn't they, with Payne and Itchy, and I was predicting right at the start of the season that these two were going to be really very much in the thick of things in silver, and which that hasn't transpired, has it? And Payne's is hacksawing away, isn't he, in that Williams Edwards were coming down the back straight as well then. Less than half a minute to go in this qualifying session then, as we're powering down then the back straight as well. As you can see, wanders to the inside part of the course as well, as now where's he going to break then? Of course, there's the brake marker boards on the right hand side. Look at that, just after the I think that's the 100-meter board, was it? Goodness me. And I've got to say, if I was in that car, my eyes would have popped out of my sockets there. Good grief. And Payne said back on the accelerator. They're going over the support grid hatched as well then. The second intermediate timing beam is coming up then. It's a 10th of a second down in the second split. The track is not offering much room in terms of grip now, is it? But I'm wondering if Payne just saved up some of his tires then for a final shot then as well. Baz is still in the pits then, and that is it for Baz then. Rembo, where is she then? I think she's gone for another time run. She has indeed then. So we've got 9 cars then on the track at the moment. Baz is 7 fast at the moment. Unfortunately, he's not going to be. Oh, was it Payne's to cut the corner? Oh dear, then that's not good, is it? And Payne's then who and a so-so middle sector then, unfortunately that's not happening at all. Mercedes of Troy is also invalidated as well, and so Troy is carrying on pole position. That is his first pole position of his career in ALR at the moment, on board with Mertens at the moment, but I think we need to be keeping on Gamer's almost 2/10 of a second up in the second split out, and Gamer is on pole position then. That's his second pole if he can hold on to it. What about Mertens? It's a Ferrari 1-2. Amazing stuff there. Mertens and Gamer are flying around this circuit tonight. Amazing stuff there from the Ferrari guys. Oh, stupendous stuff then. Gordo is 7 fast in the Red Bull, and he moves up to the 4th row of the grid then in the Red Bull then. And just say, look, then what about Gurman, the championship leader then? He's got 2 Ferraris to contend with tonight, but let's say Gordo goes on pole position. No, it's Gurman, I should say. Oh, what a performance then. Wilson's in the pits then, and Wilson's on bad this side then. What about Itchy? It's a Wilson's in the bar. He's got in the Armco. Oh dear then. And I think that's it for qualifying. Gurman there, right in the right at the very end there. He's got his 7th pole position of the season and of his career in silver. Absolutely fantastic stuff there. It's brilliant stuff indeed there. Unfortunately, I think Red Bull's run out of fuel there, so it's a teammate. It's a teammate Gurman who's on pole position as well. Stole it right from the underneath the Ferrari's nose cone there. Brilliant stuff indeed there for Gurman, as we mentioned, and that's his 7th pole position of his career in silver. And I've got to say he's been absolutely stupendous, hasn't he, Gurman, as silver this season. Brilliant stuff there. That is 7 wins, 7 pole positions, and 10 podiums to his name. Good stuff indeed then from Gurman, and as we said then, 7 pole position there for the Haas car. And let's see then what can Gurman there is. Now he's on pole position. That's exactly where he needs to be. As just on board now as well then, as and we just got serious motion as Gordo having an issue there with, it looks like he done no lap there with Ur, so I'm wondering if that was a failure on the Ur system perhaps, as Jake Wilson has just said, what a lap. It was a lap there from Gurman. That was absolutely brilliant stuff indeed. I thought the Ferraris might have had it there, but look at that, a 33-2 there in the final time there. Brilliant stuff indeed there for Gurman. Remember, he's a championship leader at the moment there. This is the last chance there for Gurman to clinch the title. I've been saying this since the Japanese Grand Prix, haven't I? And but here tonight then, he does love this circuit. He spoke about it in the post-race interviews last week, didn't he? He's loving this circuit, and that just shows that what a time that both Ferraris are on the second and third position. Gamer and Mertens, fantastic on those Ferraris. I think were sandbagging, weren't they? Troy in 4th position, he didn't get a second bite of cherry, unfortunately. Williams at all. Williams 3rd row then. If they stay there, they'll be in front of the McLaren. Rembo also didn't get a second bite of cherry, but she had a very good first section before she invalidated. Gordo in 8th position, he had the Urs issue. 9th position was Bass, and 10th position is Wilson as well then in the Alfa Romeo then. And Terrence Marshall saying congratulations to Gurman. Becca saying I had to bottle qualifying at some point, but what a power lap indeed. Then Wilson said did better than me. Becca was a very good lap. Then Gordo saying, I mean, who forgets to put their errors on a hot lap? Me. Try to give you the benefit of that there. Go, oh my goodness me, yes, I've already know it's raining, but I could now see it for myself. And who would have thought there was going to rain in the middle of the desert? Well, I certainly didn't as well. And look at the pit lane there. It doesn't look too wet, does it? I'm wondering if this might be a passing shower, or be I have heard that it's raining throughout the race. Remember in Monza, in Silver Monza, I think it was last year, we had rain throughout the whole of the race, didn't we? And I think that the best tire to be on was actually the dry tire as well. I've got myself tangled up. Hang on a minute. I've there we go. I got too many wires there coming left, right, and centre there. Oh gosh, I feel like Bane. And I was saying it's interest throughout the race. It's for interest throughout the race. And Payne's game has crashed. No, that's not good at all, is it? Someone invite Payne's back in there. There's a cry from Equals there as well. Yeah, hopefully Payne's get back in there, because it's an absolute blow, isn't it? So there are intermediate tires, but the track is not saturated, is it? So it's intermediate tires. So someone needs to get Payne's back in before they start a race. Then, if they can do, albeit the race technically has started, then intermediate tires then for everyone. Then let's go for the grid shower from front to back. Then this is pole position then, all the way down to 20th on the grid then, and I can't believe it's raining in this race as well. So it looks very dark already. This is a dusk race, isn't it? So really we do see the sun setting, but there is no sun in this condition at the moment. It is light water on the circuit, isn't it? So of course then, so the driver's having got to deal with puddles, and apparently it's intermediate tires then throughout the whole of the race as well then. Right then, let's go for the grid shower from front to back, from pole position then down to 20th on the grid then. As Equal saying he should join before the end of the formation lap. Good luck. We have got Gurman on pole position, his 7th pole position of his career and the season as well. Good stuff indeed. That Gamers alongside on row 1, two races in a row now. Gamers really shown that he is formidable, isn't he, in this league then. Let's see what he can do next season. Troy in a 4th position. Then we have Itchy 5th, and Paints in 6th position there, but Paints has left the session. He needs to get back in pronto. Renpo in 7th position there in the Haas car. 8th position is Gordo. He had a problem with his earth there, didn't he? 9th position is the McLaren of Baz. Wilson in 10th position, almost goes to the butt. Kingdom in 11th position. 12th position is F1 2019. VTOL down in 13th for racing points. A very off the pace moment. Dodgy on his debut in 14th position. A good performance there from Dodgy, and even great performance there from Merchants as well. Serious Mushroom also on the back foot in 15th position now. Remember, he needs to finish 2nd or above if he wants to get further in the driver's standards. Gunnar in 16th position, Bala in 17th position there, and the AlphaTauri. Diashi is 18th. Murphy is in 19th position, and of course he has got a lot of work to do if he wants to steal the crown away from Gurman. And 20th position is Woods then, who unfortunately joined quite late as well. I think he's got Ricardo's car, hasn't he? He has indeed, that Woods. That's lovely stuff. Here we go then. Get brake checked and disqualified. Wilson there is. It looks like they're. I think he ran to the back. I think it's one of the McLarens, isn't it? Right then, as I've just seen that my Ruffles also live as well, but I'm gonna have to put that to one side then. Right then, as we are now then into the final turn then on lap. We've got 28 laps around here. Here is Gurman, and he is on pole position for the 7th time this season. Then here we go. Then can Gurman there? This might be a pressure cooker for Gurman. But he was looking formidable in qualifying. What about the race? Well, we haven't got Pains in this qualifying in this race either at the moment. As Gordo is saying, here we go then. And at the final race set, as Woods there has had an issue there on his parade lap then. I wonder if he's just trying to get some extra heat into those intermediate tires then. And that's one way of doing it. Woods lining up there 20th on the grid then. So he's got a lot of work to do. Woods has then from the 20th in the Renault car. One last time in silver then. We are about to get racing in, and hopefully we get the lights to come on in a minute, and because we normally have a couple of issues having lights, and there they are then for one last time. Then we have 28 laps in, and we are go. No, and Gurman gets away. Wow, there you can see that. And look at this, how gingerly they are off the start line. And Gamer's had a fantastic start. And Gamer's going to go on the inside there. And Gurman there, he knows he's got a lot to lose tonight there. And now Mertens is alongside his teammate there. And the two Ferraris there to try and fight out. And look at how gingerly they are. Oh, Mertens is tangled with Troy. But they are still going in. And Gamer's gone off the circuit. And look at this, and it's perilous here in Abu Dhabi. I think that this is very much a venture into the unknown, isn't it? With the track conditions out there. It's very difficult indeed. Oh, look at this, it's Mertens there. It's gone the accelerator there, and look at the Concertina. There's damage, and that McLaren has been squeezed out there. Oh, goodness me, there's debris on the course as well. And Mertens has dropped from third down into 86th position, and then Kingdom also dropping back as well. We've got who's that? I think that's Baz there. Remember, McLaren and Williams are fighting out for the final for not to be the final car in the Constructors' Championship as well. And again, as we've got Troy and Itchy there, who are fighting for position. Look how close they are. Goodness gracious me, then. Oh goodness me, it's very nip and tug as and F1 2019 is at the back out of it. Baz there. I don't know who I'm commentating on the moment, but Baz is so close then. And at the moment then is F1 2019 now. It's just backed out there. So Baz and Vitor are going side by side. Vitor's on the great start actually. He's up in 211 position. Good stuff indeed. Oh, it's a Constantine event. There's a bit of a pinch point. And Diash there dropping down to the back of the field as well. Gurman there is leading them by 2.3 seconds there in the Haas. It's looking good at the moment. There's it for Gurman, the championship leader. Gamer second at the moment. Now we've got Murphy. Murphy's dropping down the order. What's happened to Murphy then? Is he looks like the two Alpha Taris have squeezed out the Red Bull driver there at the moment. Then of course it's as we got who's that gone off? It's one of the Alfa Romeos out. Dodger has just dropped down to the back of the field. He's damaged the car. Yellow flag getting in front of us as well. What's occurring here? And it was just finished out. Gurman sets the fastest out of the race. Then it is looking good at the moment for Gurman. Into the pits there comes Woods. He's damaged the Renault, hasn't he? And I think that's after all of. Oh no! And he's spun again. They're coming in the pits. And Serious Mushroom in the pits. It's just underlining a very difficult race at the moment there for Serious Mushroom. Woods in the pits. Dodgy in the pits as well. We've got F1 2019 apparently leading it. There is the race leader. Goodness me, Gurman there. Wet or dry, it doesn't matter for him, does it? He is looking very strong at this moment, isn't he? Fantastic 7D. Gurman is leading then. Gamer is second. And then look at these queue of cars back at the moment there for Gamer. Then we got Troy in third position, Itchy in fourth, and Redbow up in the fifth position there. The biggest winners and losers out that start. Then we've got Mertens, who is down 3 positions, unfortunately. Up 4 positions is Murphy. That is exactly what he needed, isn't it, in this championship charge then. By the moment Gurman, if he wins today, then that is it. Then the championship is done then. Liam saying bring that Drivers' Championship home. Gurman there, of course. Liam and Gurman teammates normally, aren't they, in the Haas team? Of course, Liam unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, but I gotta say, of course, the Haas job was done, wasn't it? So I think that Liam definitely probably deserved a night off, didn't he? Good stuff indeed there. We've also got equal saying damage, and oh no, Mushroom in the pits, and it's not over. It isn't at the moment for Serious Russian there, but he has a 23 deficit gap on the Ashimona on board Wilson. Now so Murphy is now moved up into, or has he? He has moved up to 14th position, and Murphy is carving his way through the field like a hot knife through butter. F1 2019 then is now then in 12th position on there in the Renault then. V-top there, it's Wilson there, goodness me then, and Wilson there getting in quite hot by the looks of that, and he's going to lose a bit of time, there, isn't he? Look at this, Baz, I think Baz has got the damage, hasn't he? I'm sure we've seen a bit of debris fly off a car, and let's take a look. No, Baz hasn't got damage then. I'm sure it's a debris. It must have been Serious Mushrooms debris then. And look at how squirrely they get that out of turn at number 20 as well. And I can't believe it's raining here in Abu Dhabi. Absolutely shocking scenes here in Silverhead. It's been very much a season of twists and turns. Gurman is leading out by 5.2 seconds now, as Bala is a billet there, is dropping down the order then, as we've got Diashi Moon up the order as well. Then as that pit board made me jump, as Pains looks like to be back in the session then. And look at this, that is Mertens up the inside. We've got yellow free. Todd is off. He's gone off there at the perilous turn 3, and it's a yellow flag at the moment as Mertens has gone past in front of Red Bull. We've cut off board, and now we're back on board there. As let's just take a look and see if that if the safety car is going to be oh goodness me, that Mercedes and the Kingdom getting I think he was getting a helping hand into the Armco there. V-Todd is out of the race. What a shame for V-Todd then. He has had such a strong season this season, V-Todd is, but unfortunately his season is done quite early on then. And we've also got a Renault off as well. It's Woods who's gone off as well. There's 3 abreast. Oh my goodness me, Red Bull, oh my goodness me, Kingdom spinning around, then he spins around, and Kingdom dropping down into 14th position as well. This as the battle carries on then. I don't know where to look then. It's a Red Bull currently there, but I think it needs to be, it was Baz, it's Wilson, it's F1 2019, and Wilson's on the outside, so F1's on the inside. Where is he? He's past both, is he? Not quite then, as they're banging wheels. Whoa my word there. It is getting very, Woods got 3 second penalty with F1 2019 on the inside then. Oh my goodness me then. And very Very perilous out there at the moment, isn't it? Wilson there is trying to get himself back into the... Oh, goodness me, that's a lunge. That's a lunge there for Wilson. He's trying to go up the inside then. It's a very difficult place to overtake there. F1 2019 to repel the attack. He's in a 10th position moment. German is setting another fast out race there. He is in a league of his own here tonight, isn't he? German is absolutely wandering away at this stage of proceedings so far then. German at 7.5 seconds already in front. That is absolutely amazing stuff indeed then. Oh my goodness me, as we come through once again then. Brilliant stuff indeed then for German. I gotta say, that's absolutely, this is fantastic. It's like he is really he's really gotten to the mind zone tonight, hasn't he? He's gone to the zone, hasn't he, which every sports star would love to be in. And the yellow flag is one of the it's Dodge who's gone off the circuit. Dodge is off the circuit. He's out of the race and he's crashed in the I think it's at turn 17, isn't it? I think it is. Oh no, that's not good, is it, for the Alfa Romeo drive? That's 2 retirements in this race. F1 2019 getting on to the right underneath the diffuse there of Baz as we come down the back straight once again then. As this is oh goodness me, it's been an absolutely incredible race, hasn't it, so far? Kingzone there is getting past Gunnar. Gunnar's dropping down the order. Gunnar's had a couple of issues then, so we've got Diashi and Kingzone side by side there, and Kingzone trying to give him a squeeze in, but Diashi is coming through. He's like a freight train, isn't he? Diashi is through up into 30 minutes now, but Kingzone has done the swapperoo. He is back up the inside. That's great bit of driving there from Kingzone. I'm loving that then. Absolutely fantastic. Itchy's got past. Itchy's past. He's past Troy. He is past Troy. Itchy's over the front position. There's a strong performance there for the Williams team. Amazing stuff indeed there. Paint is in 4th position. Sorry, 5th position as well. And we've also got F1 2019 and Baz, I think. Oh, F1 2019 now. And Wilson also getting a penalty as well. But Wilson there is now up the inside. But no dice at the moment. There's Baz there. It's been a bit of a cork in the ball, so to speak, at the moment there. Woods is back in the pits. He's having a bit of a nightmare race at the moment. Woods is dead. Unfortunately, he was unable to qualify. As I think he joined the session a bit too late there, didn't he? Which is a shame there for Woods. But he's coming back out in the pits now, so it's good to see Wood still in this race, and anything can happen still, can it? As this race is we're only about 6 laps into this race. Sorry, 5 laps into this race, because Grumman's got such a lead at the moment. He is absolutely dominating this race. Goodness me, we haven't seen this kind of domination in a ALR silver race in almost a season. Now I think we're going back to the Glock days at the moment. Incredible stuff there. German is loving this race, wet or dry, isn't he? And look at that, as Murphy has got past Wilson. I wonder if Wilson just let him through there, as perhaps he didn't want to be involved in the championship scramble, which is between Murphy and German. But Murphy cannot do anything about German mode. He has to just focus on his own race at the moment, doesn't he? Dan does. He is currently in 11th position. There's a great storm and drive so far for Dan. He is up into 11th position now. Baz is just in front of us as well. Itchy is now in his 3rd position now. Let's see his times that he is now gaining on Gamer. There is no DRS, and so this is kind of like what might have happened if we had no DRS in the Formula 1 race, and perhaps it might have been a bit more entertaining then. Maybe. Dan there is coming down the back straight as well. Look at this, that he's using the ERD system there. He's alongside Baz. He's in the top 10. He's in the top 10 now. Dan is good stuff indeed. Then up the inside, the Red Bull drivers. He was in the Mercedes to start the season off. He switched to the Red Bull team. Oh, and Baz there giving him a clout then. And now Baz is back through there, and that is put Murphy on the back foot. But Murphy has got such better drive out of the turn 9 chicane and on board then. And Murphy is now through and up in 2 temperatures as well. As Baz can have a look then. Of course, it's the final points paying position then for these drivers at this early stage of the race. And this is going to be a long race if this rain does not abate then. And look, Baz is just struggling to get on the power there. That McLaren is looking very unhappy, isn't it? And one of the drivers did actually look at the weather, and probably some of them might be on the dry setup still. So something we definitely need to take into consideration as well. F1 2019 is now starting to get himself up through the field. He's now up into 9th position then. Half a second away from Gordo, who is also half a second away from Rempo at the moment. Rempo in at 7th position now, looking strong then. Mertens doing a good job for the Ferrari team. Lovely stuff indeed there from Mertens. Absolutely splendid stuff indeed there. Wilson, we're back on with at the moment then. Here's right underneath the rear wing. Gordo is got in front of Rempo. Rempo is a drop down the order then, because look at this, is F1 2019 is also through as well. And look at this, F1 2019 it's all over the back of Rempo. Rempo dropping down the order then. Wonder if she had a problem there coming out of 20 or 21 then. And whatever that the case may be then, Rempo's lost 2 positions there. And look at F1 2019 getting very racy on the back of Gordo at the moment. He's gone off. He's gone wide then. Rempo's got a 3-second penalty for her troubles as well. That is the second racer to get a third racer to get the 3-second penalty then. As now then we're just coming into there's a bit of a Gordo, I think that F1 2019 is asking Gordo to get on with it in the politest way possible there by using his front wing. Look, there's Murphy in the background. Itchy has got past. He's got past Gamer. Gamer's trying to lock up the front tires there just to slow down. Itchy is on a phenomenal race there. Equals just said there that Equals on a phenomenal race, and he is indeed there. Both Williams cars are looking strong, and it's the strongest performance of the Williams team this season there. As Baz and Wilson there are swapping positions there. Just Gamer there. Gamer's on the inside there. Look at this, and great on board action. There's a lot of shifting around there in terms of positions there, and Gamer's dropped down the order as well. What about F1 2019? Oh goodness me, and Gordo's up the inside then. Oh, he's bouncing over the curb, so he's lost a bit of momentum. Now we got Rembo and Murphy on the back of the Red Bull driver. I wonder if Gordon might show a bit of team tactics then. And Baz is out of the race then. He was struggling, was he? Oh, he's got into the wall there, and that is close. That is a safety car, and that is a safety car, and I think that Woods will be very happy with that because he's almost getting lapped then. And Gurman has just passed. Oh goodness me, Gurman has just passed the pit lane here, and that might be a big blow, and into the pits there. Oh, Gurman there, he's got quite a substantial lead at the moment, but he's unfortunately past the pit lane just as the safety car has come out then. Is that going to help or hinder him then? And we've also got Equal saying that Rempo's doing amazing in silver. Yes, she is doing amazing. She's still in the points at the moment now. As so is Murphy there staying out on that circuit as well then. But it looks like he is indeed that. So now then is Itchy's coming out of the pits. Wow, that Ferrari there very close to the back. But then I think the Williams team, and that's a shame then, isn't it? Because look at this then, the Williams team are on a great race there. This safety car hasn't helped at all. And look, F1 2019 is also out front then. Mertens there, both Ferraris are so close as well. They've had to stack, haven't they? And the teams that have had to stack have really hurt themselves, haven't they? Of course, there was no thing to do there. I wonder if that's why Murphy elected to stay out, because he didn't want to stack. Gurman there is currently he's caught up with, I think it's not the safety car, I think it's Woods he's caught up with. Does it come out on the pits now then? Rempo in 14th position now, Kings in 14th. Diashi in 15th. Serious Merchant now will be happy about this because he gets a free pit stop. We've also got Woods there, who will also be happy as well. I think the rain's got slightly heavier actually as we've got on board with Woods. I know he's having a bit of a nightmare out there at the moment. Gamer and Itchy there of oh goodness me, and what's going on down here? I think they're all trying to make sure they're in the Delta, aren't they? And I think they're almost luckily that straight is about 4 lanes wide then, isn't it? So hopefully they shouldn't crash into each other. Yeah, so they're just and so at the moment they're just trying to stay in the safety car down to the moment. Gunnar and Billet have stayed out in the Alpha Taris, and this is going to get very interesting indeed. That our drivers to stay out then is Gurman, but I think that Gurman was past the point of no return, and so is Murphy as well. He's got about a 37 second or 36 second lead at the moment, doesn't he? So I think Gurman should be safe then. So he's coming in the pits then. Is Woods coming in the pits up? Woods is staying out there, but it looks as he wants to catch up to the back of the safety car train then. As Gurman comes in the pits and he should be safe, but it depends if Murphy's going to come in or not then. Murphy is also to adhere to the Delta as well then. So Gurman then, all its incredible first stint here in Abu Dhabi has unfortunately been wiped out. There are the Haas mechanics then. They have been sublime this season, haven't they, in ALR Silver, and once again they're going to work then. Gurman then potentially trying to become the world champion of Silver. Murphy is staying out then, and is it me or is the rain getting heavier? It just feels a lot more apparent now as I'm on board then with the driver's head, or maybe I'm just looking too much into it. Gurman's out on circuit while he's also now got his championship rival directly behind him, albeit on 7-lap old intermediate tyres then. And this is going to get very interesting indeed, that is there. Oh goodness me, then we've lost 3 cars in this race, and we've lost V-Top then, he had a big smash there. We've lost Dodgy making his debut tonight then, but unfortunately he is out of the race then. We've also lost Baz as well. Baz unfortunately crashing at the I think it was turn 13, wasn't it? I'm not sure if he got forced there or in there or what, or if he just lost the grip on the car. It's very unusual to rain around here, isn't it? So it might have happened there. Normally when someone's in the barrier they seem to get forced in there, but I think that I'm wondering if he just lost a bit of traction and went into the arm coil there, or the Tech Pro I should say, as they got Tech Pro around there. And so we've got Woods at the moment who's just trying to catch up to the back there. Goodness me, he was locking up there. Woods' has own just recently coming to the pits on the intermediate tyres there. This might be a blessing in disguise then for Woods, as he might be able to storm through the field there and maybe get some points then in the Ricardo S car. So hopefully the Ricardo car can really help him out. I feel the rain is getting heavier to me. I'm not sure if I just feel it. I keep on about it. Because this could get very exciting. Then we still got 20 laps to go then of Silver at the moment then. And there are the two championship protagonists, the championship rivals, which are Gurman, which is Murphy as well. 7/10 of a second. Then Murphy has stormed through the field. He's come from last on the grid to be behind Gurman. Is that going to really is that going to affect Gurman? Well, at the moment he's been in a league of his own, hasn't he, Gurman, last night, and he's been absolutely incredible. He's been so measured as well, hasn't he, Gurman? He's been absolutely stunning, hasn't he, so far? Gurman has remember in Mexico as well, he was brilliant there as well, and he was also really good in Brazil, wasn't he? And for the last 3 races he has been amazing there, and perhaps he could have and should have won the title in Brazil, but a puncture really hurt him, didn't he? Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight, and he is gone for the intermediate tyres, and he's now got to do another 20 odd laps on these intermediate tyres, and we'll find out if it's going to be safe or not then. Oh, Paynes is dropping down the order. What's happened to Paynes there? Paynes there is dropped down into 13th position. Then I'm wondering then if maybe Paynes has gone off. I think that's Rempo's just sent back by them. But yeah, Paynes has dropped down the order then, and I'm not sure what's going on with Paynes there. I'm wondering if he half spun it then perhaps. And if you don't go off the circuit there, you can regain your position then. Into the pits comes Billet now as well. Then so Billet might be doing a quite smart thing here then. So he's waited a couple of laps then, and now he's coming into the pits there, and I'm now going to change the tires. Now fresh intermediate tyres later on the race. Those 2 laps then could be quite critical. He might have lost track position, which I'm not sure how Kingle is around here. There's no DRS now, is there? So it might be quite crucial part of the race then, but we'll find out. But Billet there is wait an extra couple of laps or so to come in and get fresher intermediate tyres then. So perhaps that might be that might be quite a shrewd move there from the Hungarian driver as he comes out the pits now. He's going to get out in front of Sirius. Indeed, he does that. Sirius must have down 60 position now. He's had a great season, hasn't he? He's 4th in the championship at the moment now. He needed 1st or 2nd tonight then to get himself up into 3rd in front of Nude Patel. Then Nude Patel then, of course, the bronze world champion. Who's I think he's 3rd position this season. I think that he's only had 1 win. I'm not sure if he calls that success or not, but I did have really high hopes there for the bronze champion. But it is quite a big step up from bronze to silver, isn't it? Albeit Rempo is doing an absolutely fantastic job, isn't she? Along with the other bronze drivers that have stepped up tonight, like Diashi. Good stuff indeed. Then so you're breaking down into the second part of the the second as there's much now is oh goodness me now. I thought he was going to go into the back of a Billet at the moment. On board Woods then is Woods is just coming to the pits as well, and he's got a minute then to just gain up there. It's a bit of a long safety car pair this is at the moment then. Hopefully at the end hopefully it'll be coming in at the end of this lap or so then we're just waiting for the Crocodile to speed up then. Woods has had a bit of a nightmare race, hasn't he, so far? He's but hopefully he can now catch up to the back of that Crocodile, and maybe he has got quite a long way to go. He's only in sector 1 then, whilst the Crocodile is in the final sector, the technical part of the course as well. They will slow down, but I think he needs another lap, but doesn't he, Woods does, if he wants to catch up to the back of that Crocodile. We're on board with a Gurman then, and as you can see then, the Cenares helmet, wasn't he, which he wore in Brazil, and I think he's carried on to this race as well. Good stuff indeed that for Gurman, and hopefully then that will give him a bit of luck, a bit more luck than he did in the Brazilian Grand Prix, because he did everything right, didn't he? And he would have won that race if it wasn't for that late puncher there. Safety car is staying out by looks out for no like then, which Woods is going to be absolutely delighted with, isn't he? Now then, can Woods there really brush off their very difficult first 10 laps then, and really start to make his way up through the field there. He's down in 7th at the moment then. His teammate is 10 positions ahead at the moment. This is a good opportunity to take stock there. Everyone on the intermediate tyres, and only 2 drivers are not coming to the pits, and that is Murphy and that is Gunnar as well. 2 of the most experienced drivers in ALR history there. Murphy there is on he's on over 100 starts I think at ALR in total, and I think this is Gunnar's 128th race start in ALR in gold, silver and bronze. And brilliant stuff indeed then, isn't it, for Gunnar? And that experience might come back and help in a race like this. But having said that, I don't think either of these drivers have made many league races in Abu Dhabi, have they, in the wet? It's the first time in ALR history that we got a wet Abu Dhabi race anyway. And I can't believe I'm saying that we got a wet race in Abu Dhabi. Incredible stuff, isn't it, to say the least then. So lap 10 then, the race order is like this at the moment. Then we've got Gurman leading the race, and even if it stays like this, Gurman is the world champion. He's got a 14-point gap over himself in Murphy, who is second at the moment then. Itchy, one performance there for Richie. I don't think Itchy's been on the podium this season yet. No, he hasn't. And remember, he had a really good start to this season in Australia. Can Williams get the first podiums of the season then for Itchy? He's doing really good in third position. Gamer having a great drive once again in fourth position there. I'm looking forward to see what Gamer can do in that silver next season. Troy in fifth position there. Brilliant stuff indeed. Troy is another driver which is going to be very much in the thick of the title battle, isn't he? Gunnar in sixth position hasn't stopped them, but he is very much a points collector. F1 2019. I'm looking forward to seeing his potential on a full season back in silver next season as well. Mertens is eighth position, and on his debut, he's looking for like a very strong driver, isn't he? Looking very good indeed there. He had good outright pace in this race at the moment. He is surviving in the most trickiest of conditions. Ninth position is Gordo, having a great drive in the in the points, and Wilson in 10th position as well. Paynes there was having a great drive, but unfortunately, because the Williams are so close in this race, Itchy has really been hurt by that and had to queue, and now he's down in 11th position. Rempo is in 12th position as well. I wonder if Rempo lost time because, no, I don't think she would have actually, because German was so far in front, but she's down in 12th position. Kingdom had half a spin. He was in the points. He's down in 13th now. Diashi in 14th. Billet is coming very late into the pits there. He is in 15th. Serious Mushroom hopefully be able to recover after a bit of a collision on the opening couple of laps. And then Woods in 17th position as well. Having a nightmare race there, but things could definitely change there. We're going to be back racing now. So the safety car has come in then. Woods is still a bit off the back of the crocodile, but I think that we are going to get back racing then in just a few moments time then. And German there is going to be the lead car, and we are back racing. German leads then the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix still, and he is so far he's won it from lights to now, hasn't he, so far? Sorry, he's led from lights to flag now. And then Itchy then is now all over the back. And we've also got Gamer as well. Murphy is struggling. It's the F1 2019 has dispatched Gunnar quite effortlessly as well. Gunnar, I should say, is on the wrong part of the course, and Gunnar there is struggling then on those old intermediate tyres. That is, he's had a appalling start there. Gunnar. Oh my goodness me! I thought he was going to slide there. Oh, we've had contact there with one of the Williamses and the Alfa Romeo. He's gone in too deep, and that's a completely misjudged time break, and now there's chaos out there, debris all over the show. Oh my word! And it's gone appallingly wrong down there. Oh dear, that's a very messy restart under the safety cars there, and it was all Gunnar there misjudged it, didn't he? And then Wilson there, I think just I think it was Paynes, wasn't it, that just drove into the back. I think it was, anyway, I can't even remember. It was not even that long ago. So that was very messy, isn't it? A lot of drivers might be coming into the pits there, unfortunately, with damage to their cars there. Wilson is back in front of Paynes and watching his teammate, Paynes' teammate. Now Paynes just doesn't have the luck of the draw, does he? And there's a lot of shifting around going on there. As Wilson's down in front of Billet then. Billet then, as he got damage, he has indeed then. So that gamble of track position there is not paying off. Serious Mushroom there, forcing him off the track there. Goodness me, and that's a 3-second penalty for Billet then. As I wonder if Serious Mushroom didn't see Billet there, perhaps. And goodness me, down is that Serious Mushroom now is defending as I think Billet's got to go in the pits. That's a lot of damage there, isn't it, on the racing point. Look at these Kia cars, and this conga line is being formed by Murphy at the moment there, and he is the head of this train, isn't he? There's the Murphy train, and he is coming through then. He is staying out Murphy's head. Now what is this going to help for Murphy later on in the race then? German says fast on the race later on this race, and Murphy will have fresh intermediate tyres then, and that might prove to be very crucial. That F1 2019 is having an absolutely star of a race at the moment, and he is up into a very fine ninth position at the moment now. Sixth position as well as Gunnar is now then dropping down in place, and the Kingdom has gone on the outside as well. Kingdom is off the circuit. I wonder if you have to give that position back then. No, he's still in front, and he is through then. There it is, as Gunnar then is struggling and on those tyres as they were on board with Wilson, who unfortunately was punted around then by the Williams, wasn't it? Unfortunately as well. Look at how Constantine up there, and I think that we've seen all kinds of action in front of us, and now they are. Then there's Troy and Gamer now. I've also got Itchy, who is gaining. He is on a fantastic race. Itchy is then looking very strong indeed in the Williams. He's slipstreaming the Red Bull, but at the moment no dice as we come down now into into the chicane as well. Wilson's now past Gunnar as well. Gunnar dropping down the order there, really showing on these used intermediate tires, and the gap is back up to 4 seconds. Gurman is looking so strong at this stage of the race, and he's looking fantastic. Yellow flag then as what is occurring in the background. Wilson's gone off. Wilson, I think, is off the circuit, or someone is, but I'm not sure who. But Wilson has dropped down the order, unfortunately, in the Alfa Romeo. He's had a strong season as well. F1 2019 has got a 3-second penalty there. That is going to prove very costly, I think, then. In such a tight moment of the race. Gamers on the pole and restart, hasn't he? He's dropped to 2.5 seconds away. I wonder if Gamers just struggling there. I wonder if he's just trying to get these intermediate tires up to a temperature, perhaps, because these intermediate tires still needs a bit of temperature to generate the grip, doesn't it? Not too much, of course, but just enough fed. So Gamer there is really not happy with these set of intermediate tires at the moment, is he? And Murphy now is dropping back then as a Woods there. It's got in front of Woods and Wilson, I figure, just having a good old dice at down in 16th and 15th position at the moment now. And look then, it's here they come then, as you can see those blinking lights in front of you. Goodness me. Of course, they only started to blink, didn't they, around the 2000 era, didn't they? Up to then, it was the solid red light, but of course it's easier to see, isn't it, when it's flashing? Supposedly, anyway. Gunnar is now in the pits then. He's done 12 laps on those intermediate tires, so we're coming up to half distance in this race, and this is going to be a very long race, isn't it? Because it's a wet race, of course, and the times are going to be slow. We're doing 1:50s at the moment, and on this very greasy surface, aren't we? As the rain is still quite light out there, isn't it? I thought it was coming down heavier, but it's not at the moment, though, is it? It's, I think I was just, I was either adding to the drama, which I'm going to say I was adding to the drama, but I think in reality I was just seeing things, and you can see that. And then now, once again, no DRS on this circuit, then, so it's going to be, it's very much like the 2010 race, isn't it? Where it's going to be much more difficult to overtake that. As F1 2019 is just having a look, then look in the background. What is occurring here? It is Diashi and it is Serious Mushroom then, and they are side by side. Serious Mushroom has got through it, and he's got so much speed there on the back straight, and Serious Mushroom does it. Of course, and he openly admitted there in the comments then that he was not sure about a wet setup, is he? And F1 2019 has got past as well, and he had a much better run in the second chicane by the looks of it, and he is now through and up into 5th position as well. Then Troy dropping down into 6th at F1 2019 is away. Next target is Gamer in 4th position. Well, now I'm wondering what would have happened if this race was dry then, because I think both riders were looking very strong in the dry. In the wet, then it's a bit of a different story. Then Gurman is still looking very happy in 1st position there. Murphy is doing a great job actually there. He's at 12 laps on the intermediate tires. He's now starting to pull away from Itchy, but I'm wondering if Itchy is trying to back off slightly, perhaps, so he doesn't want to wear out the intermediate tires too much then. And that could be possibly the reason, but Murphy, of course, is a very quick cookie, isn't he, in his own right, and so maybe Murphy just has the legs at this stage then, but I think no one could really hold a candle to Gurman at the moment. Now, Gordo was off visiting the scenery in the background, wasn't he? Back on board with Mertens at the moment, and making his debut tonight then, as F1 2019 has come into the pits then, and this is not what was a part of script, I don't think, then. We're halfway through this race then. Let's see then. Yes, he's having to change the nose come on the red, and what a shame then for F1 2019. He's looking quite sharp at the top end, wasn't he? He's now in the pits, and Billet hasn't come in the pits by looks at it. He's got damage there at F1 2019. What a shame then. He comes out the pits now then, and but he's going to be in front of Gunnar and in front of Pains as well then. I don't think Billet has changed his wing. No, he hasn't, has he? And now Rempo is all over the back of his gearbox as well then. So this race has definitely been about attrition, hasn't it? And now then, look at this then. We have now got Gamer then, who's trying to fend off Troy, because I think Gamer's made a mistake somewhere. And look at this then. It's, Troy is the meat in the Ferrari sandwich, isn't he? As they're coming down the hill now then. Gamer's had some issues then. Look at this. Mertens going on the outside. Look right. You'll see a Ferrari. Oh my goodness. Look at that Ferrari is through. That's great bit of a teamwork. If that was teamwork, possibly then, but that is absolutely fantastic. And the Mercedes was boxed in, and now Troy's got past Gamer, and now he's going for the second Ferrari as well. Where's Troy? He's going on the outside, and this is going to get very dicey indeed. The Red Bull's on the inside there, lock it up. But now Mertens has gone from from 6th to 4th as Gamer's dropped down the order. Gamer's struggling, and now Gordo is all over the back of Gamer's well. What happened to Gamer then? I'm not sure. There as we was watching, I think we was watching F1 2019 to come in the pit side. Mertens over the 4th. Gamer, who's on the front row of the grid, is dropping down then. This wet weather is not helping the Ferrari of Gamers, unfortunately, as perhaps said he would have been on course for another podium. There's still a long way to go. We're only halfway through that race then. The last race of the season here in Silver tonight, of course then, as we're going for a winter break. Rempo is off, and Rempo is gonna skating off there, so I'm not sure what's happening there for Rempo, as And it looks like that she is not very happy about what is going on there. Then is that they're damaged. Murphy's in the pits. No chance of got damaged. Then, but those intermediate tires are screaming hot. Then, Murphy is in and out in a flash. Then as he comes out of the pits now. Then, so you can see that. Look at this. How much time you lose there when there's not a safety car in play. Then, so Murphy going under the tunnel now. And where's he going to feed out? Then Woods there. Woods is going to be very happy with that safety car, isn't he? But look at this. Then it's going to be Murphy. F1 2019 then is a bit too far back at the moment, so we might see a bit of a stage comeback now between Murphy and F1 2019 then, as they are now slightly out of position, I feel then. And going back to this part here, the Merchant is now up in the first position there, so he's on the podium at the moment. Troy is half a second back, then Gamer just dropping down, then Gordo up into a very strong 6th position then. Gordo is very consistent, isn't he? He's such a solid driver, isn't he? Gordo is that. He has just got better and better as the season's gone on for Gordo, as he's been absolutely amazing stuff, especially since being promoted up to the Red Bull driver, hasn't he? Which I gotta say, maybe they should promote Gordo into the actual Red Bull seat, because he can take pressure quite nice indeed. Unlike Albon and Gasly, unfortunately for those two drivers, as Woods is been dispatched by Murphy already, hasn't he? And where is he? Of course, Murphy's on fresh intermediate tires, and of course they got the freshness, haven't they? And now Murphy's next target is Wilson as well at the. And this one, but Gurman there is now 6.8 seconds in front, but he has a 3-second penalty. Gurman does then, and so then that is going to might add an extra sting in the tail later on in the race. But currently halfway through this race, and I think that Gurman hasn't got much to worry about. Itchy in a strong second. It's his best performance of the season thus far for Itchy, doing a great job indeed. Then, and Williams there will be up into 9th position in the constructors as well. And it shows that they have had a very tricky season, doesn't it, for the Williams team? But tonight they've been doing a great job as well, as Mike has just given me a dab. Brilliant. So DRS has been enabled then, and well, goodness me, so we have DRS that is it drying up slightly then. Oh, this is going to get very interesting indeed now, isn't it, for these gaggle of cars then. So then the DRS, that's going to help the Murphy then, who's just displaced the Wilson, and now up in the 11th position then. This is going to help it's going to help this gaggle of cars as well, maybe get past Gamer, because Gamer's been not been a slouch down that back straight, as he's been very impressive indeed. That he is just struggling, isn't he, on this damp track then. Now then, as we're coming down the back straight again, you can see it's still raining there. You can see there's still spots there on the lens there, or was on the lens. Yeah, there they are. Then you can see the spots are streaming down on this T cam at the moment. Then so now flying and down the inside. Then Gordo is up into 5th position, or is he? He's up in the 6th position at the moment. Then Gamer is defending and fighting all the way, isn't he? And now then he's on the outside then, and a Kingdom is now up into 6th position there. He's going up to 5th, and it's a strong performance from Kingdom there. He has found himself right in the heart then of the points, and he's on the outside, passes Gamer, and he is through and up into 5th position. A good performance there from Kingdom. He placed the car absolutely nicely then, but Gamer's trying to push him, isn't he? Trying to push him out of the corner. Yeah, Gamer there. That underlines then that setup on that Ferrari is not attuned then to these wet conditions, as I feel. And we're now watching Gordo, who has got 3-second penalty. Serious Mushroom there, who's right at the back of the field, is all of a sudden up into 7th position. Up into 8th position and in the racing point. Good job indeed there from Serious Mushroom. Remember, Serious Mushroom needs to finish 2nd or 1st here tonight to get 3rd position in the driver's standings. Then at the moment, then he is a bit further back at the moment, and is into the who's in the pits there? It's Troy and Merton, and look, they're all in the pits then. So they're going on to the dry tyres, and oh my word, then Gurman is on the dry tyres, and this is going to be interesting then, as Kingdom is taking the lead then. Yeah, so with the DRS being enabled, that they're rolling the dice then. It is still wet out there though, isn't it? As you can see then, I'm wondering now, is this a gamble too far then? Is Gurman there's got a championship within reach at the moment? This is going to be a tense finale. Let's see what the dry short championship leader can do then. He's on the medium tyres then, with just 12 laps to go then, and oh my word, then indeed, then this is good news, isn't it, for Gamer? I feel if he gets onto the dry setup, on the dry tyres, then that Ferrari is going to start to fly, isn't it? Merton's on the soft tyres then as well. Murphy's going to be Gurman's championship rival is also on the dry tyres as well. So that to me then, I feel then the majority of the field is on dry tyres. So and look at this then. This is a quite a crucial moment in this race, then, isn't it? Where Gurman there, who is on the dry tyres, is matching the intermediate runners of Gamer and Gordo, and There it is, and look at that as they launch out of the chicane. And yep, I think it is the dry tires. The DRS there is usually quite a giveaway, isn't it? But German, and look at that game there, it's not going to let him through easily there, but German does have better braking ability because he's on the dry tires, and there he goes then. And he is through and in he is through and in at third position as well. Good stuff indeed there for German then. Absolutely caught it brilliantly, didn't he? German did. Troy has also got past F1 2019, who's only come in the pits a couple of laps ago. I gotta say, I'm quite surprised because it doesn't feel like the rain is eased up. But I think it must be because we're in the desert. It is so hot out there. They've been running around, haven't they? And the F1 cars are so good, aren't they? At just sucking the water and putting it back into the sky. German is now into to second position as well. The intensity of the rain has not yielded. Look at that, it's still pouring down, as you can see from the lights there. German has retaken the lead here in Abu Dhabi, and now then it's looking very strong indeed then. So all the intermediate runners that stayed out are coming in the pits as well. Let's see how far down they're going to drop then as into the pits. There comes Gamer as well, Gordo in the pits. We've also got Diashi in as well. Soft tires for the majority of the field then here. Now then there's so I say some majority of the field, it's quite an even split, isn't it? Troy is up into second position, Merton is now up into third position. Troy, and we've got Cirrus Mushroom who's up into a fantastic fifth. He's driving superbly well today, isn't he? Gordo is now in sixth position then, and where is Murphy? Murphy is now going to come out then in 10th position, and yellow flag then as it's one of the Redos. It's Woods there's coming for the final corner, and Murphy there is not going to get in front of any of those drivers that come out of the pits, and so he's got to overtake these guys now as well. As Rempo is set the fastest up for the race then, but on the soft tires in that position, F1 also on the medium tires for Wilson and Rempo as well. Payne's in 15th, Woods in 16th, and Gunnar in 17th position as well. We've got a dry tyre race, and I wasn't expecting that there. Equal saying, come on, Itchy, then Bulky Volcano with the eyes as well. I think he might be in a bit of a shock about what is going on here at the moment, with the rain still coming down here in Abu Dhabi. On board the nose cone here of German then. He is 3 seconds in front of Itchy, but that is only just about enough at the moment then, because of he's got a 3-second penalty. Itchy hasn't. Itchy could be on course for his first Grand Prix win in silver, but he's 6 tenths of a second back at the moment, and German has been formidable, hasn't he? He's going to take Itchy there, going to keep on the pressure, isn't he? But he's currently second at the moment. Mertens in third position. German is out of the race! Oh my goodness me! German is out of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He's gone to the white painted car of the race, and German is gone. Oh my goodness me, and what a shock there, and this is an absolutely incredible state that this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is in now. He controlled the race, he was in firm control, and he is out of this race then, and oh my goodness me, what is going on in this race? Absolute shock here, and German is out of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and Murphy then Murphy needs to be at least third in this race if he wants to win the Drivers' Championship. He's 14 points back. Liam is absolutely it's just basically summed up my reaction. German was leading this Grand Prix, and all of a sudden it has come to nothing, and German is out of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And what incredible scenes here! He was in firm control, and it's just got out of reach. And Itchy leads then the race, and he's going on course then for his first race win. Oh my word! Then now Murphy then. Now the attention comes back to Murphy. Murphy, and as we mentioned already, then he started his 72nd gold race last night, didn't he? He is now then his Paynes has got a penalty in the Williams end. I was checking to make sure it wasn't his sister car on there. Paynes has, unfortunately, since having to queue up, then it's really dropped down then. The gap in the Drivers' Championship at the moment now is 14 points. Then Murphy needs to get up to third. Then third position is about 8-9 seconds away. Then with 10 laps to go in this Grand Prix, what are we going to do here? He was pushing hard to get away from P2. Unlucky German there from Equals. King Zone there is just got up the inside of Diashi. Diashi is driving this race absolutely superbly, hasn't he? In 8th position there, but he's gone on to the it looks like that the painted curbs are holding water, aren't they? The paint is very slippery, isn't it, on the outside, which means the drivers there are Getting onto the painted curves there, spinning at the wheels then, and unfortunately that's what happened to Gurman, wasn't it? He is out of this race now as well. Itchy leads Mertens in second position. A strong performance there from the debutant. Troy in third position. Cirrus Mushroom has gone from being knocked out of qualifying 1 up into 4th position. Gordo in 5th, Gamer in 6th, Kingzone in 7th, Murphy is in 8th position, and his target is to get into 3rd position. We also have penalties to contemplate as well. Go have to get out the calculator again. Diashi in 9th, F1 2019 in 10th position. Billa just outside the points in 11th. 12th is Wilson. Rempo 13th. Painters in 14th. Wood is 15th. And in 16th position is Gunnar. As we've got Shane there, Shane McF1 then saying, come on, Itchy. He leads the race there by 10 seconds there. Oh my goodness me then. And look at this then. It's, we've now got Kingzone then, who is all over the back of a Gamer. He is really struggling still, isn't he? Gamer is in these conditions there. He looks so formidable in the qualifying. Kingzone is looking formidable tonight though, isn't he? In that Mercedes, looking a very strong performer. Kingzone is there, and he's got through past the Ferrari, and now up into 6th position as well. Gamer is now on the back foot, and here comes Murphy as well. And Murphy is on the medium tires then as well. Gamer and Murphy side by side, and look at this, is there still spray out there, isn't it? On the off the racing line as well. This race has just gone mega, hasn't it? Here in Abu Dhabi. Gordo's got a 3-second penalty. We're on board with Murphy then. The nose cone as well. He needs to get into 3rd position at the very least. And Troy is in 3rd at the moment. But Cirrus Mushroom is in 4th position there. Cirrus Mushroom and Cirrus Mushroom and Troy are very close together as well. Itchy is set another fast out of the race, and he is flying out there at the moment. Absolutely flying. Oh goodness me. This is absolutely incredible stuff, isn't it? Itchy leads them by 12 seconds. He is dominating this race, isn't he? Absolutely perfect performance there for the Williams car and for Itchy himself. And look at these trainer cars now, as a Mertens starting to be a cork in the bottle, isn't he? Oh, this is going to get very interesting indeed then as well. Troy then is just to make sure he stays on track as well. And there they are then, say, coming down the hill now that we have got a lot of Itchy there is on his own at the moment. I wonder what Gurman is feeling at the moment then. Oh good, he had that puncture last week in Brazil, didn't he? Yellow flag then. Woods is off. Woods is having issues, major issues then, and that's a big blow for Woods then, as that safety car reprieve hasn't helped him tonight. I wonder what Gurman's thinking. That penalty, that puncture last week then, and in Brazil then, he is going to be really ruined his luck then. Look at this, as Troy is up the inside then as well, and Troy, look at this, as Mertens there is defending, fighting for all he's worth, and Murphy is alongside Kingdom as well, and you were just having a look then down the back straight as well then. This was looking a very simple equation. Oh my word, the Ferrari that was getting very close. He's being sandwiched. Cirrus Mushroom's been punted off there, and now Troy's having to say what it said. There's Mertens there, just drifted wide in the understeer there, and unfortunately Cirrus Mushroom there has dropped off as a Murphy, and Kingzone's around. Then it's still very slippery out there in the Mercedes, and oh goodness me, it's action here in atmosphere in Abu Dhabi. Gurman can't make it up. What is going on here? Of course, I just abbreviated what he said there. Sam said, does Dan need P3? Yes, he does. He's 14 points away from Gurman. He is in 6th position at the moment. And this is absolutely a pressure cooker now. Is it? Murphy is 3 seconds away from Gordo. He is then 3 seconds away from Cirrus Mushroom. Cirrus Mushroom has a 3-second penalty. So does Mertens as well then. So this is going to be very interesting indeed, isn't it? Equals saying hopefully Itchy will be tired for the hopefully Itchy will be tired for his next race, and Equals saying go Itchy, go there. Itchy is on a fantastic race. He's doing a mega job, isn't he? On board at the moment with Murphy, potentially a silver world champion at the moment then. Gurman then is out of the race, and Woods is just retired as well. Paynes has got the fastest lap of the race at the moment then. They ain't going to I don't think they're going to endanger Alhan's fastest lap around here, are they? Diashi's got a 3-second penalty as well, because it's very wet out there. F1 2019 has got a fast lap as well, as Kingdom has just got past Diashi going down into a turn 7 then. This is absolute We're all on tenterhooks, aren't we? And King Zone and Diashi then, look at this, as they're side by side then coming down the back straight. And look at this then, King Zone and Diashi. Diashi's on a fantastic race and King Zone's on a good race as well, as they are fighting down into the chicane. And Gamer there is it just hasn't got the pace in these very damp conditions. And I say they're damp, it's raining out there, but the track is almost dry now, isn't it? As the track is not going to get wet. It's very hot around here in Abu Dhabi, I presume. It's very hot in the very hot where I'm sitting as well at the moment. King Zone's on the outside of Gamer. Gamer is not releasing, is he? And oh goodness me, they're just sneaking on the outside. Then we've also got Diashi climbing over the back of him as well. Serious Mushroom is back on the back of his adversary at the moment then. And of course then I figure Serious Mushroom gets past Mertens as quickly as possible. Then if Serious Mushroom gets past Mertens as quick as possible, that might hurt Murphy's challenge there for the championship as well. Remember, there is 3 seconds worth of penalties. And I'll have a look at the penalties in just a few minutes. And we're on lap 23 out of 28. And this race is just gone absolutely mega, hasn't it? And Gurman there, I think that I can't believe it. As Gurman says, you can't make it up, can you? What absolute scenes here, Aaron Silver. Then, and I don't think anything's been very straightforward in the silver season. That's been a classic season. I've loved every step of the way. And we have got then about 5 more laps to go of this silver season 2 season. It is going to go down as an instant classic, isn't it? This one is as well. And of course there is for all the marbles as well tonight. King's always on, look down the inside there. Just take a look then. That is the magic ticket for Murphy right in front of us as well. We have got a problem then. Wilson is off the track then. Serious Mushroom there is got through and he has passed. We got a safety car in the dire moments of this race. Oh my word. I can't take any more. I can't take any more in this epic race then. Yes, there's a safety car. Look at the gap. Itchy has got 18 seconds. 18 seconds over Troy in second. Serious Mushrooms in third. These is Constantine up then for Murphy. Oh my word then. And Murphy could be on the cusp of winning the Silver World Championship as well. Oh gosh, then. Sam is saying, come on, Dan, get P3 or above then. Safety car E-Cross saying for what? I think it's for Wilson's issues, and he's lost the wing then. So yes, I think it is for Wilson's damaged car then, which is a big blow, isn't it? Young Knight saying, hey Sean, can't wait for next season. If it's anything like this one, I can't wait for it either. As Itchy possibly did have enough time there to go in the pits, but he's decided to stay out then. Liam saying, Pounds is going to win it for Dan then. Young Knight saying, come on, Dan then. Mertens races here. Yes, well, Mertens, I think it was just a reserve for tonight then, but he's shown absolutely fine form, isn't he, tonight then? 6 seconds worth of penalty for Gordo, 3 seconds for Mertens, 3 seconds for Serious Mushroom as well. And goodness me then, what is going to be occurring at Troy's in the pits, and Murphy's got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Murphy there, he's going to be kicking himself, and look, they're also in the pits as well. Murphy is in 4th position and he is almost there. He is almost there for 3rd position as well. We're on lap 24 out of 28 then. Oh goodness me. And Gamer stayed out as well then, but Gamer's struggling for position then. It's incredible stuff indeed, and got my support from my ex-goal driver. Said of course that Murphy is technically in 3rd position now because he's in 2nd technically because of the penalty, so the car's in front then. Murphy is on the cusp then of winning the Drivers' Championship for silver tonight then. But he's going to be under all kinds of pressure then because the drivers behind, we got some drivers there on fresh soft side. Troy, like Mertens as well, they're going to be flying through the field. Payne's also on soft as well. Campaign's there finish off with a high after he's been very unlucky, Paint hasn't he? And look at this, and the lack of spray that underneath the tyres that just shows that it is definitely dry now, isn't it? Equals saying he is staying out. Good luck, Itchy. Yes, Itchy is staying out. Then of course he's got a buffer of Serious Mushroom and Gordo behind him. Serious Mushroom though is a race winner, isn't he? So he might have that advantage then, but Itchy has been since being up in the 2nd position there, no one has held a candle to him so far, has he? Apart from Gurman, but Gurman is out of the race then. Woods is also out as well then. Of course there's safety cars because of Wilson as well. Oh my word then, as we are on lap 24 out of 28 then, and goodness me, then there's too many twists and turns not only around the circuit but also in this season as well. Deep breath, everyone, because I am shattered. I gotta say, 22 weeks then of 22 weeks of commentating gold and silver. It's been fantastic, and about 19 weeks of commentating bronze. And as we missed one, and then of course I also had to work late on Tuesday one time. So it has been an absolutely fantastic season there, and we got one more sting in the tail, haven't we, here tonight? There's one more championship on the line, and in silver it is between Gurman and Murphy. Gurman is out of the race, and he is also, as it stands, and not the world champion. The world champion is this man here. It's Dan. It is Dan who's the world champion there, with just 4 laps to go in this race. Oh goodness me, then. Absolutely incredible stuff indeed there. Oh, I think Gamer just drove over me crust there. So then, I think the safety car should be in there in this lap. Then we'll be back racing again. Then we've got 3 laps to go. Then 3 laps to go of the silver season. And look at that rain! I can't believe it's raining in Abu Dhabi in the first place. Absolute. Gamer has got a 5-second penalty then for going into the back of Murphy. And Gamer's issues tonight. There's just really being compiled at this stage of the season, isn't he? Incredible stuff. Gurman saying he's fourth. Dan is fourth, but he at this moment in time. And he does have... Oh, Murphy has 8 seconds worth of penalties. I didn't even see that. Was that off Gamer? I'm not sure. And I thought Dan only had 3 seconds worth of penalties. He has 5 seconds. He has 8 seconds worth of penalties, Dan does. Oh, goodness me then. And as it stands then, he needs to overtake Gordo, his teammate. He also needs to overtake Serious Mushroom as well to be crowned the champion. So he is 4th at the moment. And oh my word, then. It is going to come down to the last corner of the last lap, just like 2008 then. Troy was 2nd. He's dropped down to 8th in the pit stops. Yes, Troy, of course, is coming to pits, and he has changed tyres. He's going to be quite quick then towards the end of this race then. This is going to get very good indeed. Then Murphy, that must have been a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. Of course, we've seen well, no, it wasn't, because he didn't come in the pits, did he, Murphy? Then. So I'm not sure where he's got that 5-second from. Was it from Gamer going into the back of him? I'm not sure then. That is, oh goodness me, I'm not even sure where that penalty's come from. Goodness me. And oh my word then. So yes, with the safety car hopefully be in then this lap then. I have no earthly idea what is going to happen now. We got to 26, 27 and 28 to go then. Murphy is in 4th position then. He has got 8 seconds worth of penalties then, so he needs to really pull his toe down now, doesn't he, if he wants to be crowned the silver champion. Safety car is still out though. I was expecting to be in this lap then. You can see that the more the safety car is going to be out then, the less there's going to be more water on the track then, so it's going to be it's going to be more perilous. The safety car burnt is staying out then. We're only going to have 2 laps worth of racing then to go here in silver. Oh goodness me then. So then this is going to be absolutely epic as well then, as Murphy's in the pits then. What's going on then? Murphy is coming into the pits then. He's trying to get rid of the 5-second penalty, I reckon then. So you can see the Red Bull mechanic said it's going to have to be a storming drive for Murphy. He's in the pits then. Yes, he's getting rid of that 5-second penalty from car 14 then. And now the Red Bull, so he's not going to have 5 seconds added onto his time. He's only going to have 3 seconds. He's on the soft tyres now, and he is coming back out on the circuit as well. You really can't make this up then. So Murphy then, where he was at the moment then, he would not have been champion because he had 8 seconds worth of penalties. He would have finished probably about 5th or 6th. He needs at least 3rd tonight then. He has got 2 laps then to storm through the field then, and of course then he's got 2 laps and he's going to be on fresh soft tyres. So is that going to be enough for Dan then? You can see that everyone's now got penalties on the circuit, haven't they, more or less, apart from Troy, Paint and Kingdom. Good stuff indeed. A shout out to those drivers then. Oh goodness me then, this is going to be absolutely mega stuff indeed. Taking a quick look, yeah, Murphy's now served that 5-second penalty, so he's down to 3 seconds. We have 5 seconds for Gamer still, unfortunately, though, as well. Murphy in front, then he's got to overtake at least. Well, he's got to take a load of cars, hasn't he? Paynes and Wilson have got 6 seconds, so is F1 2019 as well, and also Gordo's got 6 seconds. And incredible stuff indeed. Then Equals serving his penalty, but and Liam saying drama. It is indeed. And yeah, I think Murphy. I wonder if Murphy there felt that it was easier. It would have been better to serve his 5-second penalty in the pit set and just go from there. But it was a tough decision, wasn't it? He would have been on the old medium tires, was everyone behind him would have been on the soft tires. Safety cars in the end of the stop then. Of course, we've had Troy storming through the field as well. Paynes and Wilson there were quite far down, weren't they? So I'm not even sure if Murphy knew that they would have been so far back. Would he have come in the pits then if he knew what was going on then? I do know that Murphy doesn't listen to the streams, of course, because he hates how me nattering in his ear. Right then, lap 26, and we've got 2 more laps to go to end this race as well. Then Liam has just said drama equals, it's a big drama show. It really is as well. Then so Itchy is on course for his first Grand Prix win of his season and his career in ALR. Oh, fantastic stuff indeed there. Gordo is on course for his first podium now, but he needs to really start to push, doesn't he? Murphy needs to get up to 3rd position if he wants to be the champion of silver then. Oh, this is going to be interesting stuff indeed then. Gurman, all he can do now is watch then. All he can do is just watch and hope then, but there's just only 2 laps to go in this rainy Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I think Itchy's gone. He has gone for one last time here in the silver. We are back racing then. Itchy leads then. Serious Mushroom is second. They're both on medium tires. Those tires should get to the end of the race then, as we've got Bella is out of the race. What's happened to Bella then? As he's gone out of the race then already. I'm not sure. He's crashed in the between 20 and 21 then. Murphy, I think, had to break as well then. And that is a big blow there for Bella then. Gordo is down. Payne's got a 3-second penalty as well. Gordo is currently in 3rd position. Gamer's having trouble then. Oh, and there's Mertens is out of the race then. And that's another corner, so Murphy doesn't have to worry about getting past then. Mertens is out of the race as well. They're dropping like flies here in Abu Dhabi. Red Bull's got a 3-second penalty. Actually is defending whilst F1 2019 is fighting on the outside as well. Oh, amazing stuff. Oh, Diash has gone the power a bit too heavily there. F1 2019 is up into 7th position then. It's gonna be very it's gonna be down to the wire as well then. We're just watching F1 2019 coming down the hill as well. Now Murphy, and he has got 2 laps to salvage this. He has passed Gunnar, I should say, and up into 12th position, and he's got 3 seconds worth of penalties as well. Let's take a look then at those penalties as we've got Gamer dropping down the order. Gamer's also dropping down. We've got Troy also involved as well, as we're keeping the penalties on the left hand side. Oh my word, the Mercedes had a battle in the front. Gamer's gone off. Gordo's got 9 seconds worth of penalties. These penalties are not helping them, but Gordo, I think, is trying to pull away then for Gamer. He has got no pace. Oh, they've got into each other. And now Gamer then dropping down the order. Oh my goodness me then. Oh, Gamer's off. He's in the wall. It's a huge smash. Then. And Gamer's off then. Oh my goodness me. And this is helping Murphy. Murphy is now up into 11th position as well. He will Itchy takes Serious Mushroom takes the lead of Abu Dhabi then. We're on the final up there, and Serious Mushroom needs to build 3 seconds then. Who is got in them? Oh, incredible stuff indeed then. And as we on lap 28 and F1 2019, and it's become a bit of a and now Payne's is up, so Murphy's up into 10th position there. Murphy is up into 10th position, but it's still not enough at the moment. It's still not enough then. And we're on board then. It is going to be a tight, isn't it? Ferrari and Gamer is off, and it's on both Ferraris, who was so good then in qualifying, and Gamer there is, I think, just doing some donuts, but what a shame for Gamer. Wilson has got past the Ashes one, and it's got very fraught, hasn't it, in the closing stages here then. And look at this, and Murphy is now up into 8th position then. He will get past Wilson, and will he get past F1 then? Just about, he'll get past F1. He's up into 6th. It's still not enough at the moment. No, it's still not enough for Dan, is it, to be crowned the world champion? Is it? He's gaining on Wilson then. We've also got Kingzo, who's Kingzo and Troy are battling. There's no team orders in the Mercedes, is there? And oh goodness me, and Troy is hacksawing away at the moment. And look at this, F1 2019 is also trying to get past as well. Itchy is in the boxes because Serious Mushroom has a penalty, doesn't he? It's been a great drive from Serious Mushroom today. I think he's my driver today, if that makes any odds to it. Murphy is into 7th position as well. Get past F1 2019 and be up to 6th position. He might go up to 5th actually because of Gordo. Oh goodness me then, as There's a Gamer, it looks like he's parked on the exit of the final turn then, isn't it? Murphy is now up into 7th position as well. We're on board with Murphy. Look at the raindrop still streaming off of the lens as well then. And Serious Mushroom there is coming out of the final couple of corners. Look at Gordo, he's on a great race. It's a shame about the penalties, isn't it? And in the final corner, Serious Mushroom wins the Grand Prix. Well, gets over the line first then. But it is Itchy who wins this first Grand Prix of the season. He wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Serious Mushroom in second, then Kingzone is in third, Troy is in fourth, Murphy is all the fastest up, but that's not enough. Gurman is the world champion of ALR Silver. What scenes in this race then. Murphy was so close yet so far. He got the gap down to 3 points in the end, but it wasn't enough, was it? Oh, Murphy, though, I think it was the right opportunity to come in the pits, and it's a Mercedes 3-4. It's Itchy's first Grand Prix win. Absolutely fantastic stuff, and And absolutely amazing stuff in this race, and there is Itchy. What a performance here today for Itchy, and brilliant stuff indeed there from the Williams driver. Absolutely strong stuff indeed. Then I think it might be Serious Mushroom who gets it's Murphy who gets started today. Then, and I got to say that I can't really argue with that because Serious Mushroom had a fantastic drive. Murphy was under the pressure, wasn't he, of the World Championship, wasn't it? Sam saying congratulations, German, and that third penalty was so stupid of me then. Shane, yes, Itchy, well done, mate, and yes, Itchy's first Grand Prix win of his season and of his career in ALR, brilliant 17, Serious Mushroom with a second, and I think that's got him to third in the driver's standings, so Serious Mushroom is third in the driver's standings as well. What a performance there from Serious Mushroom, absolutely scenes here. Oh, amazing stuff indeed then, absolutely fantastic, and I'm gonna have a lie down, I think then. Ooh. What a race. Anyway, Itchy won the race there. Brilliant performance there from Itchy. He looked on it, didn't he? Right from the get-go tonight. And he had a point to prove, and goodness me, he got 25 of them. Absolutely stunning stuff there from Itchy. Good stuff. Serious Mushroom was second today. Means he's been propelled into third in the driver's stands as well. Congratulations there to Serious Mushroom. Absolutely brilliant stuff indeed there. King Zone, oh, brilliant. I think that's his first podium of the season then for King Zone in the Mercedes. Troy in fourth position there. Murphy from 19th to 5th there. He was close, look at that, and he was less than 5 seconds away from being crowned the silver world champion in 5th position. Gordo in 6th then. F1 2019 7th. Wilson in 8th position. D Ashley 9th. Rembo completes the top 10. Gunnar 11th. Paynes in 12th then. Gamer in 13th. Retirements was Mertens, Billet, Woods, German, Baz, Dodgy and Vitot all retired from this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And first thing to say then, absolutely congratulations to German, brilliant stuff indeed then. I got to say though, he had a lot of bad luck towards the end, didn't he? Murphy less than 5 seconds away from being crowned the silver champion. What a performance at the end there. He put on fresh soft tires, he made his way from 14th up the grid to 5th then, but it just wasn't enough, was it? Just wasn't enough. Absolutely brilliant stuff indeed then. Amazing stuff, and I'm now being joined in the gantry as well by Serious Mushroom first. I did Serious Mushroom. I was saying this, you were drawing the day today, but unbeknownst to me until just about a couple of minutes ago, you've got third in the championship. Well done.
Actually, that's a favourite one for you because I hit Jake. I couldn't really control my brake. Well, I controlled my braking, but I was trying to go around Gunnar and then hit the back of it, and I'm dead sorry to him as well, so, you know, these things, I didn't mean it, these things happen, and if I get punished for it, then fair enough.
Well, hopefully you won't get punished too much, then you might have to do a sweet talk down then, but hopefully you don't lose that second position. I got to say though, you're second today there from you had an appalling qualifying, but my goodness me, you just got up into your second in the end. Then talk us through your race because that was absolutely fantastic.
Rubbish at the start, broke my wing, then changed it. I thought, well, I've got no chance of coming anywhere, but I just thought, you know, last race in for a penny, in for a pound, and just turned out the way it did.
And at the moment you are third in the championship, but just say what's your overall feeling about the overall season? And I think you've been absolutely fantastic, one of the drivers of the season for me. How has your feeling been for this season in silver?
Yeah, I've had a great season, and thanks to Nosy, thanks to Alex and Dan and Forth and yourself for putting on such a great show, and it's probably the best season I've ever had in any league, so I've enjoyed myself, and that was the main point really. Get out there, enjoy yourself, and don't worry about where you come.
And I don't think we interviewed you after the Japanese Grand Prix because we had some technical gremlins. Talk about your Japanese experience, and I got to say that was a cracking race as well. I think you came from 15th to win that one.
16th actually, but yeah, it was brilliant. No, that was a fluke as well because Liam, should have had that, to be honest. But
flukes don't really happen in Formula 1. You might rather be lucky than good sometimes. But brilliant stuff indeed then, Serious Mushroom.
Just before I go, congrats to Itchy as well. Brilliant race, and I really had to try to get past him.
Yeah, it was a mega performance from Richie. Absolutely stunning stuff. That was his first win of the season as well. So fantastic stuff to Richie. Well done, Sirius, as well. Brilliant season this season. Looking forward to seeing what you do next season.
Yeah, all right. Take care.
See you in a bit. And let's talk to Dan a minute then. Dan, you were 5 seconds away from being crowned the silver champion, but it just wasn't meant to be this season.
No, I know it was really close, but for the whole season, Gurman's been on point, and I haven't been able to match him. So he's done a fantastic job, and he deserves it more than anyone else. I feel.
You were so close as well. You picked up 8 seconds worth of penalties right in the dying seconds of that in that race. Where did that 5 second come from? Because we only seen you pick up the 3 second one.
Yeah, so well, the 3 second one, I outbroke myself trying to go into the pits, and I skipped across the pit entry, and it gave me an instant 3 second penalty. I reckon I could get it taken off, but no, I couldn't really. And then the 5 seconds come from it was under the safety car. I think Gordo must have broke a bit early, and then I broke, and then me and X-Gamer hit each other.
I got that the wrong way around. No problem at all. But overall, then Gurman then deserves to win it as well. But overall, your season, how has it been? Been all right?
Yeah, it's had its ups and downs, and I'll tell you what, I've really enjoyed racing in the Silver League this season. I think it's a fantastic league, and I can't wait to see what comes of it next season.
Brilliant stuff, well done, Dan. And of course, everyone must love it as well. We've still got 21 viewers, goodness me. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I was hoping to get a word with Gurman, but perhaps he's got a bit shy, and he's probably still... Hey?
Stay on the line. I'll invite him. 2 seconds.
No worries. And so hopefully we'll have a word with Gurman, then, who is the new silver world champion, isn't he? Goodness me, I gotta say, he made it hard for himself, didn't he, in the last couple of races? But I think he just loves the show, doesn't he? Really, absolutely fantastic stuff there. Of course, he had that puncture there. You couldn't really write it, could you, in the final stages there? Mega stuff indeed. There, Liam says, "Nah, Mushroom. Then you beat me in Japan, but appreciate it all the same." Good stuff indeed. Yeah, because Serious Mushroom was fantastic, wasn't it? Liam there was hunting him down there towards the end then, but unfortunately it wasn't good at all then. Right then, as we're going to finish it off, as we're just waiting to see if Gurman could come in here then. Unfortunately, I've just also read then that I also lost the raffle as well, so I'm absolutely devastated by that, but never mind. So that is my PlayStation 5 also got up in smoke as well, so I'm absolutely gutted then. Hopefully Gurman will come into the old...
Gurman's in the party.
Oh yes, is it? That was me just reading off me raffle. Gurman, I gotta say then, I think that was just as dramatic as Hamilton's World Championship in 2008 then. How did you feel when you was in the war? I bet your heart must have been sinking.
Yeah, I felt I'd done really well at the start of the race, managed it really well. I pulled away like about 10 seconds. Changed over to the mediums, and I just got on the paint a bit, and I had the traction, and I lost it, and it spat me off. So yeah, I was a bit nervous, to be honest.
And you also had that puncture in Brazil as well. I've got to say, you've had the most rottenest of luck in the last couple of races or so. Yeah, Mexico, you controlled it, and that was a fantastic race in Mexico. But Brazil in here, goodness me, I didn't even expect to even think about rain in Abu Dhabi. Seems like the gods were against you towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I looked at the weather earlier and there was rain race. I didn't know what I had to do to win it, but yeah, I felt I was going to win it last weekend, and then I had the puncture, and yeah, just been bad luck after bad luck, but I'm happy to wrap it up really. And well done to Dan, because he was rapid all season.
He has been as well, but I think you've got the most points, so that makes you champion. And your season overall, then I think it's kind of self-explanatory, really. But talk us about your season overall, then. It's absolutely magnificent, isn't it?
Yeah, at the start of it, I didn't really get off running, and then around France or so, I just got a few wins on the trot, got some momentum, and built up a big points lead, which really helped me towards the end, considering what's happened.
As indeed. Congratulations, Gurman. I hope you celebrate hard, but not too hard then, because it's only on Monday, of course. Then. Congratulations, pal. Brilliant stuff indeed. And appreciate you coming in then towards the end of this race as well. Fantastic stuff, Ben. And that's where we're going to end, Silver. What an end then. That was an absolute brilliant end to Silver.
GG, mate.
And it was an absolutely brilliant race, wasn't it? And what a way to wrap up silver. We will be back in action for silver on January the 11th, if I'm not very much mistaken. But we still got one more day of ALR in 2020. That is tomorrow night. Bronze. All the championships have been wrapped up, but there's still a lot of pride on the line. See you tomorrow night, 7:30. Goodbye.